And welcome to the 2022 Lorain County three-point competition. Three-point competition to begin All-Star Sunday. Rob Polinsky, Jay Ferguson, and down on the court, Parker Kapranica, along with Joe Bach, as we are live from Lorain High School. And Jay, it's always a special event to get all these kids from the whole county to play one final time in front of their family, friends, and peers. Yeah, it's a fun night for everyone, and the things that they've added to this over the years, starting with this three-point contest, have just made it more of an event.
And for Avon, Max Emerin.
So our first two contestants for Amherst, it'll be Jordan Corey, and then to the right where you're looking right now, that is Max Emerin of Avon. And in this first round, everybody will shoot. Parker Kapranica, you were telling us about the rules. If you want to go ahead and rehash that for us.
That I will. So the one round and then a final. The top scores, that is the top two scores from each round, will advance to the final plus any ties.
And Jordan Corey, right, you're looking at right now, makes his first one. The last shot in each rack is the money ball. It's worth twice as much.
Emerin got 3 on the first rack.
Corey is still at 1. And the money ball in rack 2, in and out. Jordan Corey made 1 so far.
5 for Emerin as he gets to the top of the key.
Jordan Corey makes 2 off this rack, 2 in a row, 3 in a row, and he made the money ball. So I believe that's 5 for Jordan.
10 for Emerin as he moves on to the 4th spot.
And Corey at 6, and this one is worth 2, and he made it. 14. So Corey's at 8 at my count.
14. Emerin ran the rack there, 16 for him as he goes to the corner.
So Corey still at 8 with the corner not going his way yet. And he made that with 1. So I believe Jordan Corey with 9. He did not get to shoot his final shot.
Max Emerin hit 8 in a row at one point. I believe he had 18.
So I think it's safe to say that Max Emerin will go on to round 2. And now they have to re-rack him, if you will. It's almost like pool, Jay. They got to re-rack him.
Well, and because we're limited here, they're re-racking them during the event. The little guys you see on the court are running them racks from one side to the other.
All right, so now we have, you're looking at, is going to be Ridge Martin from Black River shooting in the corner. And Jay, I believe you have Zion Young from Brookside.
I believe so.
And the young man from Black River has made all 3 of his first shots, 4 in a row. And Ridge Martin just ran that whole rack, made all 5 of them. He hasn't missed yet.
6.
7 in a row for Martin.
8.
Holy smokes. Who is he, Larry Bird?
Young's got 8 as he starts at the top of the key.
Martin has made 10.
Nothing on that rack for him, though.
He's at 12. Martin had made 7 in a row to start, I believe. Martin cooling off now, has not made one off this rack, and he went 0 for. Now he goes to the corner rack.
12.
Martin at 13.
Young at 13.
14 for Martin.
14 for Young.
15. Martin last
14.
One. And he's at 15, I believe, as Ridge Martin for Black River. What a performance there, guys. Ridge Martin and Zion Young had the crowd excited.
Yeah, they were back-to-back.
And from Columbia, Nathan Borling.
All right, so Sabian Alvarado from Clearview High School will be to our left, and to the right, Jay, that you'll be looking at is Nathan Borling from Columbia. Nathan Borling, he can fill it up. Saw him in the regular season.
If there's any All-Star participants, senior All-Star participants that have not received their shirt yet, please come down to the end of the scorers table. End of the scorers.
So you're watching the three-point competition to begin the All-Star festivities here from Lorain High School.
So 15 looks like what you got to get into the playoff. 1.
Alvarado on his first rack.
You are right about Borling, 4 in a row. He got 6 from the corner.
Alvarado yet to make
7.
one. Now you look at Borling.
8. 10. 10 after 2 racks for Borling.
Alvarado is yet to make one.
cooling off. Got the money ball, though. 12, and he took the rack with him tied into his T-shirt.
Well, the good news is Alvarado's made 2 in a row to give himself 3 points.
14. 16. That'll put Borling into the top 2.
Alvarado now going to the last rack of balls.
18. 18 for Nathan Borling.
I have Alvarado at 5, and his last shot, that's no good. So I believe Sabian Alvarado ended up at 5.
So I believe that would eliminate Ridge Martin and Zion Young at 14 and 15. Your top 2 are Emerin at 19 and Borling at 18.
So I think you said it's the top 2 plus any ties?
Is that right, Parker?
That it is. Top 2 plus any ties will go advance to the final.
So Ryan Walsh from Elyria High School will be to our left, and to the right, it'll be Denny Fisher from Elyria Catholic, a couple guys that can hit.
1.
Walsh is 2 for 2 to begin.
3 for 3 for Fisher. 4 for 4.
Walsh
5 for 5.
3.
6 points in the first rack for Fisher. Still hasn't missed. There it was.
Walsh at 6. Walsh at 8 as he made the money ball. Ryan Walsh now to the top of the key.
8 for Fisher as well as the top of the key. Slowed down a little bit. 9. 10.
Walsh at 10, I believe.
Found at 11. Got it going again. 13. Go with 2 racks left. 14.
Ryan Walsh at 16, I believe, as we head to the last rack. 17 unofficially.
15 for
18.
Fisher.
19, Ryan Walsh. Money ball short. I believe he was at 19.
Fisher finishes at 15.
So I believe I had Ryan Walsh at 19, although sometimes I take a look at the monitor to see where we're at.
I'm doing the same thing.
I'm not exactly sure. And again, they're not keeping it on the scoreboard. But
Parker, check out how many Max Emerin had, and as well as Borling and Walsh.
Another way to say that, Parker, just tell us who's winning.
Yeah, who the top 2 are and how many.
Off the top of my head, I believe Walsh, but I'm looking for the scorekeeper right now.
Okay. And they're getting started at line left.
I've got Morgan from Keystone.
Okay, and I have Austin Copen of Firelands.
Walsh is in the lead with 20, and Emerin has 19.
Very good.
Five.
Top of the
6
circle.
for Morgan.
Copen warming up a little bit.
Money ball short.
Austin, of course, played for Allen Januzzi in Firelands High School. And he almost tripped on the rack there. Be careful, young fella. Time becoming a factor.
11.
They're down to 10 seconds. He still has about 7 balls to shoot. He's not going to get them all
Morgan's
off.
got 11. 12.
Copen's going to run out of time here, and he's still going to have 4 balls left.
12 for Jake Morgan, and that's got to be one of the greatest things in the world, is to be able to coach your son, as Greg Morgan was able to do with his twins in both golf and basketball. Also, I'm thinking about Pat Bray at Amherst being able to coach his son Austin for 4 years, and this being the culminating event.
So now, let's see. Jake Colby from Lake Ridge Academy, and you've got Aidan Gregory.
Right.
So Colby into that first rack. Lake Ridge didn't have a team last year. They brought it back this year.
Gregory hit the money ball to make it 3 off the first rack.
Colby is heated up after a slow start.
5.
He's made 5 in a row. Missed that money ball there.
7 for Gregory after 2 racks. 10.
Colby in and out on the money ball.
11. Gregory ran the table at the top. He's got 13 with 2 racks left.
18 seconds on the clock. Again, you got that time clock too. You can't just take all day. Colby firing his last rack.
17 into the last rack for Gregory. Tapped a couple.
Colby not enough.
19. And I don't think he got the last one off. 19 unofficially for Aidan Gregory.
And Parker Kapronik, I can tell you that right here, the guy in front of you, Jim Brabenik, is keeping score, the head coach at Midview. You can always check with him.
Vanucci and Ty Locklear.
You've got Jake Boyner from North
now
Ridgeville, and you have R.J.
Penny from Open Door.
There you go. And you're taking a look now on your monitor at Jake Boyner, one of the young stars in this county from North Ridgeville High School.
R.J. Penny off to a tough start on the first rack. There he gets one. And the money ball, no.
Boyner made 2 in his first rack.
2. 3, and the money ball, nope.
Boyner ends the second rack at 4. Both these guys are going to have to pick it up if they want to get into the final. We believe unofficially right now,
7.
20 and 19 are the 2
8.
top scorers. Walsh at 20, Emerin at 19.
8 on the after the middle rack for Penny. Needs those money balls.
Boyner having a tough stretch here.
10 as he goes to the last rack. I think that kind of eliminates him. 11.
And they're going to run out of time here. There goes the
Money
buzzer.
Ball, 13 for Penny.
As we are about 2/3 of the way through round 1 here, we're going to have Luke Vanucci, a freshman from Wellington, and Ty Locklear from Oberlin. It'll be Vanucci on the left, Locklear on the right. As you look at Jim Brabenik, head coach at Midview, and also out there, Brett Lyric from Elyria. Buzzer goes off. Vanucci starts. You see that freshman?
Locklear.
Tough start so far.
Locklear missed the first and has hit 3 in a row. And the money ball, nope. So he's got 3 off the first rack.
Vanucci's made 1 so far, 2. You're looking at Locklear right now on a monitor.
Nope, no money ball again. 5 as he goes to the third rack for Locklear. Senior from Oberlin.
Vanucci's struggling. He's at 3.
7.
Just a freshman.
10 as Locklear did very well from the top of the circle. 11.
Vanucci's
on a
struggling.
little bit of a roll now.
Down to 10 seconds on the clock.
15. Locklear's got a shot.
And Vanucci made his
16.
last shot, but he doesn't have nearly enough.
His legs are gone. He lost his legs into the last rack. Locklear ended with 16.
Ryan York and from Lorain, Jordan Daniels.
Good point there, Rob, about the clock. I mean, last couple of guys at my end have come up against and had to throw them up the last couple.
There's that fine line between, taking your time and yet you still gotta get there, get them off.
If there's a home court advantage, it's down here to the right. Jordan Daniels from Lorain.
All right, and we have Ryan York, I believe, from Avon Lake here in the corner.
Tough start for Jordan. 1 on the first rack.
Ryan York's made a couple so far.
There's a second one for Jordan. He got the money ball to go with 4 to get to the top of the circle.
York's starting to heat up a little bit. Boy, the interesting thing to me about Ryan York is he is well behind the three-point line. He could even come in a couple steps.
Still, Jordan Daniels having a tough go of it with 4.
Maybe York thinks you get more points for being back the furthest. I don't know. He's way back there.
He sure is.
Firing some more. He's hit his last 2 money balls, but he's going to come up short.
Daniels is going to come up short as well. He's been consistently long.
Let's hear from Ryan York and Jordan Daniels.
All right, so I believe that will conclude round 1.
We got Jack Cole Groan.
He'll be our last competitor.
Only had Jack Wells down, but you've got Cole Groan down there, Rob.
Okay. So Cole Groan is the man that's been announced from Vermilion. And he makes the first one. He's by himself out here. 3 in a row, 4 in a row, and he made them all on the first rack for 6 points. Maybe they saved the best for last here. Groan firing away. And I just put the kibosh on him, didn't I?
He lost his form going from one to the other.
Well, that'll happen. Groan made them all in the first rack, hasn't made a shot since. Groan top of the key, there you go. 7 points, now he's at 8, now he's feeling it again. And missed that one.
Gonna almost have to run the table to get him.
Yep, and again, he's not gonna have enough time, I don't think. He's at 9, 10. He's at 12. 13. And there's the buzzer as he runs out of time with a couple left. So let's see who moves into the next round, but exciting first round of competition there. First time I've ever seen the three-point contest. That was fun. I like how they do that.
And well done by the Coaches Association.
Well, to tell you what we learned is there's some good three-point shooters, and no wonder you better get some defenders out there. You leave guys wide open.
You know, one of the things I just noticed is Cole Groan shot too, Rob. It's very much set up for right-handed shooters. Because of where the racks are.
Okay.
That if you're a lefty, you got to reach across your body unless you run around.
Okay, so we've got Aidan, Gregory.
The top 3 go to the finals.
They're going to go to the top 3.
Aidan, Gregory.
Parker Kapranica, I don't know if you've got anything to add for us down there, what you've been able to pick up.
Gregory and Emerin tied at 19. Walsh had 20.
All right.
So the winner here wins it all.
All right, so this is the finals then. Aidan Gregory. One of the fine seniors in Lorain County. Just an outstanding player. Aidan ended his career in that district semifinal loss at St. Ed's.
Yeah, tough way to go out, but every team but one goes out. It's up to 4 now.
And St. Ed's is still playing.
Yep.
And Gregory's starting to heat it up a little bit, Jay.
Yep.
Made 2 off of this rack.
7.
Here comes the money ball.
9 for Gregory.
That's another one. Jay's totals are unofficial.
Yes.
And Gregory,
there.
I believe he made them all on that rack.
I think he did.
He's down to 10 seconds.
16.
Gregory.
17.
Last
Money
shot.
Ball. 19, I believe.
Let's see if they announce where he is.
Connor, what's the official total?
Apologize. Aidan Gregory from Midview. Next, we're going to have
19 it is.
So 19 says Parker Kapranica for Aidan Gregory in round 2.
from Avon, Max Emerin.
And now we're going to see Max Emerin. He had 19 in the first round. Ryan Walsh will shoot last. He had 20 in the first round. So Emerin, who played for Mike Fitch's Avon Eagles. A little bit of a tough year, but there's a lot of young, good talent there at Avon.
3 off the first rack.
Again, you get 2 points if you hit that last ball in the, they call it the money ball off the rack.
5.
There's the money ball. That is in and out. He's going to have to pick it up here.
Yep. He's flattening out. He's got to get it over the front.
He's at 6.
8.
That's good. He's at 8 points. 9. Now he's starting to feel it. At 10. 11. Money ball. Still at 11. I think he'd have to at least get to 15 if he wants to beat Walsh, I would guess. He's at 13. 14. And the money ball here. This is a big one. And it's no good, so I believe he's at 14. We'll get the total here from Parker.
Gregory's still in the lead.
14 for Max. 14.
14 it is.
Thank you, Parker Kapranica, down there on the sidelines at 14. So it's Ryan Walsh. He had 20 in round 1.
He's been a heck of a shooter since he started playing varsity basketball as a freshman at Keystone.
No doubt. This year, Eddie Leary, he's at 2, 3. Money ball, he's at 5.
6.
Ryan Walsh in his first year at Elyria after transferring from Keystone is at 7 after 2 racks.
8.
Ryan at 10 points, money ball.
12.
It's good. He's at 12 with 2 racks to go. Got to get going now, Ryan, after he missed his 3 in a row.
13.
He's at 13. Money ball needs
15.
it. He got it. He's at 15. So that beats Emerin. 15.
Now he needs to run the table to tie.
He's at 16.
17.
And to tie Gregory.
19.
He does.
Oh.
We think he's tied him. Let's see what the official tally is. Yes, we do. So Ryan Walsh and Aidan Gregory tie at 19. So I don't know if they're going to have them have a shoot-off here or what they do. If you're looking at the total, and by both the rounds, Ryan Walsh had 1 more point in round 1.
Yes,
so
he did.
I don't know how they're going to do this.
Amazing consistency from those 2 young men. that Aidan Gregory went 19 and 19, and
Yes.
Walsh went 20 and 19.
And now the Lorain County coaches are trying to figure this out
In
because
scenarios we didn't consider,
Yes.
101.
let's see what they want to do.
Parker, get in there and find out what's going to happen.
I think they should have their 2 head coaches shoot it off. Brabenik against Brett Larrick.
Ooh,
We have a 30-second shoot-off.
All right.
30-second. Okay. So
Oh, I think they're saying you can start where you want.
Aidan Gregory for 30 seconds.
I think they're
See,
telling
I
him
would
start wherever you want because he'll never get all the way through.
I would
so.
not start with on that side. If I'm going to go to my left, I would never start with the ball rack in between where I'm at and the direction I'm going. But they're not thinking about that.
Not that I've ever won a 3-point contest,
No,
but for me,
no.
I'm going to go wherever I shoot the best from.
I
If
agree,
I think
I
I'm the
agree.
best top of the key, that's where I go.
1.
There's 1 for Aidan Gregory. Again, 30 seconds here. And Aidan
3.
makes 3. Yes, he got that money ball.
4. 5. 5.
In and out, he's at 5.
Now the problem was starting. Yeah, okay, 6.
He didn't have enough time anyway. 7, or no, he's at 6. And he stayed at 6.
That
So Ryan Walsh needs to beat 6.
takes that takes some legs to do that.
Ryan Walsh from Elyria. Ryan Walsh, 30 seconds.
Ryan Walsh will start 1 rack over to his right. He obviously feels that's his best. He awaits. And they get started. He needs to beat 6. 30 seconds. Money ball. He got it. He's at 3. He's halfway there with 20 seconds on the clock. 4.
5.
To tie him.
6.
He's tied him with 14 seconds and
7.
he beat him. There's your winner.
9.
And now he's just adding to it. Ryan Walsh at 9.
10.
He's at 10.
11.
And his last shot is
13.
good. He got 13 at 30 seconds. How about that?
Well, leave no doubt.
So Ryan Walsh from Elyria wins the tiebreaker. They went 30 seconds. He got 13 points. Gets congratulations from Max Emerin and also from Aidan Gregory.
Connor, why don't you see, or
Parker.
why don't you see if you can get a word with?
There's Parker Kapranica with Ryan Walsh for TB20.
All right, Ryan. Tiebreaker, you went into it in there. How are you feeling into that?
Definitely way more tired than I thought I was going to be. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that tiring, but I'm out of breath, man.
So, also, you kept going at the end. Did you know you won? And you were just keeping the flow going, keeping it rolling?
Yeah, I mean, I heard him, but I mean, I might as well would have finished it out. I mean, it was good shooting against Aidan. I've known him since we were little, so it was fun.
All right, fair enough. Congratulations, Ryan.
Parker Kapranica, great job down there. Jay,
Yep.
boy, I tell you what, I thought Joe Bach was a director, but you tell Parker what to do.
That's
and,
right.
Man, he went right to it.
Yeah.
So great job, Parker Kapranica getting the winner of the 3-point contest there. As So, Joe Bach, does that mean that we take a break now? All right, we're going to step aside as we are at All-Star Sunday. You're watching the Boys All-Star Game on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
30-second. Slam dunk competition, 30 seconds.
And welcome back to Lorain County All-Star Festivities. It's time for the all-popular dunk contest. Ron Polinsky, Jay Ferguson down on the courtside. Parker Kapronica. He'll be talking with the contestants. And Parker, like you did for a three-point contest, if you could share some of the rules here tonight.
So there'll be 2 rounds for this one as well. Each contestant will have 30 seconds to make a dunk that they like, and they will be judged based on that dunk. We have 5 judges, each rating on a scale of 0 to 10.
All right.
I don't know if I'd say celebrity judges, but the usual suspects.
What? Oh, yeah. I don't know if those look like judges or maybe a police lineup down there. I'm not sure. Look at that.
The usual suspects. I remember that movie very well.
Right.
Brian Corey and the crew.
Holy smokes. And to get things started off, I believe this is Nick Hammerlick from Amherst High School.
A lot of spring in this young man's legs. Had a chance to watch him quite a bit this year.
Oh, that's pretty nice looking slam for Hammerlick to get started.
6'3", and I'm sure if you asked him what the highlight of his year was, it was scoring at the buzzer on senior night to beat Elyria.
And I think he's going to go with that one.
Whoa, hold on. We have 1 7 down here. We have 4 9s and a 7. What?
Well,
Why?
who's the Russian judge
Who's
down
the
there?
Russian?
Spot now, huh? You put me on the spot.
Oh, whoa, we got the players coming down here now asking about it.
Hi, all right. Hey, I don't want no weak stuff.
Okay, who is the Russian judge?
How about you tell
the guy
me
who
about
never
that?
dunked it in his life.
You gotta set the bar. Hey, this is what you gotta impress me. I want to be impressed. All right.
Okay, ask him if he can touch the net.
Steven Kubitska.
They want me to ask if you could touch the net.
From Black River with a tomahawk slam.
One-hander.
Let's see if he wants to try to do another one, or is everyone just doing one dunk here?
Or is it that they have?
So that was Kubitska from Black River.
I saw some 7s down at this end. I couldn't.
3 7s, 2 6s.
33, that'll be.
Next up from Clearview, Jalen Forensie.
This will be Jalen Forensie from Clearview High School. And we start the buzzer. Jalen's thinking about what he wants to do.
Okay,
All right.
that's got it. He's got the 30 seconds. He took a risk.
Jalen Forensie from Clearview, attempt number 2.
Again, he goes off the glass.
Well, you got to give him a little firm originality there. I think that's got to be the best of the 3 so far, no? See if Parker Kapronica wants to get a word with him.
Oh,
Real quick, how you feeling?
I feel great. My legs feel good. I'm ready to go again.
How you feel about the scores?
I like them. I'm happy with them.
I see some 8s.
What do we got? We got 4 8s and 9?
4 8s and a 9.
Not bad.
41. That puts him in second place behind Hammerlick. That was an impressive dunk to me.
I agree. Here's Cody Davis of Columbia, maybe the most photographed young man in the history of Columbia boys basketball. Every time he picked up the Chronicle Telegram, you had Cody Davis. Now he's got one of his teammates out here helping him. And they definitely put some thought into it.
Well, he's got a lot of time left. Let's see if he goes back to it or he just goes to something else.
Cody with a
Tried
slam,
to
missed that.
360 it.
And then Cody will throw it down with the right hand. But you got to give it to him. He had an original thought there. That first one, if that would have went in, they would have been higher scores here for Cody Davis.
He could have gone back to that.
Parker Kapronica's with him. Parker.
All right, how long were you playing the first part?
For about like 2 months now.
2 months, 2 months? What happened?
Dropped the ball, man.
Oh, man.
Cody Davis from Columbia. You got to love that kid's personality. And the Columbia Raiders had a really good team this year. Won the LC8, shared it with Oberlin, and went to the district semis before they bowed out by 2 points. Now we're going to see Colin Jones of North Ridgeville.
So maybe some of our contestants have bowed out.
Colin with a two-hand slam. I don't know if he's going to stick with that. Are you allowed to try more than one slam? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you are. But I think he's just going to ride it.
Yeah, you get the whole 30 seconds if you want it.
Thank you, Joe.
So you could put
35, 5-7s.
So you could put one up, a safe one, and then go for something crazy.
Yes.
Even though we haven't seen that yet.
Ian Schultz.
Schultz off the backboard.
No.
Schultz again played for the North Ridgeville Rangers this year.
Went over the head that time.
I don't know if technically that was a dunk.
I think that was more of a firm layup.
I see 6s and 7s.
And now we're going to see Jayden Roberts from Wellington High School. Jayden, an outstanding career for the Wellington Dukes. Played his first couple of years at First Baptist from Wellington, went to First Baptist, and then came back to Wellington and played his junior and senior year. Jayden, a nice reverse slam. And he made it look pretty effortless, guys.
Yeah.
Let's see if Parker Kapronica wants to get a word with Jayden Roberts.
2 9s, 3 8s.
Okay. 42, that'll tie for the high.
All right, how do you feel about the scores there?
I think they were pretty good.
You thought they were good? I thought
Should get him into the finals right now.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
wasn't bad. You think you can get in the final?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Isaac Richardson, Avon Lake throws it down with a little authority. Played for Eric Smith. Jim Brabenik, the head coach of Midview, likes that one, clapping away.
He's going to go again, it looks like. No.
Nope. We haven't seen anybody go more than
Well, maybe he was told no, that's it. Because he looked like he was
I was told the rules are fluid.
fluid. Okay. They were written down in al dente spaghetti.
We're going to go with the top 3 for the finals.
Go take,
Hammerlick, Roberts, and Forensie.
I don't know. They're adding them up right now. So we'll see what they decide to go with as they add them up here as we wait for the finals.
We've got James. We're going with the top 4.
They are fluid.
Decided to go top 4 for the final round. Dan Gundert from Wellington, the head coach of the Dukes. He's out there, and I think they're going to get it figured out right now. Maybe Parker Kapronica can find out who our contestants are going to be.
Parker Kapronica can do the math.
Nick Hammerlick from Amherst. Jalen Forensie from Midview. Jayden Roberts from Wellington. And Isaac Richardson from Avon.
All right, so your 4 finalists from Amherst: Nick Hammerlick, Clearview, Jalen Forensie, Wellington's Jayden Roberts, and Avon Lake's Isaac Anderson. So this should be the finals, and we'll see these 4 dunks. Parker will let us know what the judges say.
Okay, let's see. Parker, you can volunteer to have one of them jump over you.
One of them or one of the judges?
No, have them
I don't
jump
think the
over
judges
you.
can do it.
No.
Or one of them, maybe.
Again, they're getting instructions. Dan Gundert out there, Brett Larrick, head coach of Elyria. And it looks like Isaac Richardson of Avon Lake will get us started. See if anyone goes with a little more originality or what they elect to do here. Isaac misses that one. But again, you've got 30 seconds. Isaac. And we'll get that one down. Okay. Isaac Anderson
on the board.
Three 8s, 2 7s.
Okay.
All right.
38.
38 for Isaac Richardson from Avon Lake. 38.
So Richardson with 38.
Forensie from Clearview.
And this will be Jalen Forensie of Clearview High School. To To me, he had one of the most impressive dunks in the first round.
I thought so too. Just didn't get enough movement on that bounce. Came straight back to him.
Forensie will try. This will probably be his final attempt. He's down to 10 seconds on the scoreboard. Got to make this one count. And he missed it. I think he's going to run out of time here.
Yeah.
And that is going to do it.
Yeah, he's going to no dunk.
Well, he's going to try to get it off, and he does, and he missed it, though.
Oh.
So Forensie won't get a dunk. Had some good ideas, but
I liked his creativity.
yes.
And we've got no score on that last one. No score.
So up next.
Apparently, we're not awarding points for creativity. No points.
No, in a dunk contest, rule number one is you must
Gotta
make the dunk. So Nick Hammerlick is going to come out here.
Oh, see?
He's got a prop.
No, now they're telling him no.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Dan Gundert's the bad guy. He's getting booed, the Wellington head coach.
Look at Parker, get the crowd pumped up. The rules are somewhat fluid.
They have
Good
started
job,
the
Parker.
clock, so he's got to hurry up. He's down to 20 seconds, hasn't even started. Nick Hammerlick from Amherst. Jumps over, but he missed the dunk. And time's going to be a problem for Nick. Let's see, he's got to hurry up. Clock down to 5 seconds. And he missed the dunk again, so we're going to have no score for Hammerlick.
I like that idea. He had him too far out.
So our last contestant is Jayden Roberts of Wellington High School. Let's see what Jayden can do here. The number on the board is Isaac Richardson from Avon Lake at 38.
So
Roberts, two-hand flush.
Power dunk. He went power rather than.
To me, his dunk and Richardson's were similar. And let's see if they get similar scores.
3 7s, 2 8s.
No, just the opposite. 37.
37 for Roberts.
So Richardson
wins by a point, unless these two go to a final round then. Let's see. Jay, you've said that the rules are fluid.
Evidently, we're doing another round.
Okay.
This is the second round of the finals.
Second
The
round.
second
of the
final round, I believe, is what they just announced.
Parker, do we know how many final rounds we have? Isaac Richardson, Avon Lake. Oh, tried a little trickery there. Couldn't get it to go.
Great idea.
Yeah, as he tried to go between the legs. But again, what we've noticed is some points are better than none. Some of the creative ones, and they don't make the dunk. Now off the backboard, two-hand slam. That's pretty good.
Yep.
That is pretty darn good.
I see some 9s.
That's got to be a 40-something. Parker?
2 9s, 3 8s.
Okay, 42.
So Richardson goes 42.
Equaling what he got. No, he
He's
snuck
at 38.
He snuck into the.
Oh, they're all going here.
Oh,
the second round.
Are they going to add them up? I guess we don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine. And for Clearview getting that one to go that time, Jalen Forensie. That's not going to be 42.
No. I see some 8s.
3 8s, a 7, and a 6.
Oh, 37.
37.
You said there would be no math.
Can we just take a moment to acknowledge how fast Jay is with this quick addition?
Oh, he's just trying to show off. But Parker, you don't realize he's got a calculator up here. Now Nick Hammerlick tried to go with a two-hand behind the back slam, didn't work. Hammerlick from Amherst.
I'm surprised he didn't go back to the jump over your buddy.
That's pretty good there.
That was firm.
Yep.
That stayed dunked.
One of the better efforts.
Oh, I see some 10s.
Wow, we got 3 10s on this. 3 10s, 2 9s.
48.
And now you've got Jayden Roberts from Wellington.
He needs another basketball because he's going to have to dunk 2 at once to win this, I'm afraid.
Roberts.
Okay, just the hard reverse with a little rim grab.
He makes it look easy, you know what I mean?
He does.
Jayden,
I see lots of 9s,
pops.
though. I don't think he's going to get
2
it.
9s, 2 8s, and we're waiting on Brian Corey with
Shocking.
9.
Okay, so 43.
And we got 43. 43 for Jayden Roberts.
Now let's see. We don't know if this is the end or.
Well, we don't know if
So our top 2 into the finals now from Wellington.
this is the 3rd final round.
As I said, very fluid situation. Top 2 are advancing.
Oh, my.
Rock, paper, scissors going on here, too?
So it'll be Isaac Richardson leading off from Avon Lake.
So Hammerlick had the best dunk of the day thus far with a 48, but because he no-dunked on the first one. That was pretty sweet.
Isaac Anderson from Avon Lake.
I liked that dunk. That's going to get some 9s. Brian Corey, a tough judge there with an 8.
3 9s, 2 8s.
43. One better than his previous.
Jayden Parker, any idea how long this final round goes?
Do we have a round of just one person?
I think so. I hope.
Jayden Roberts.
Off the flag, and no.
He's got 20
Don't
seconds.
disrespect the flag.
Roberts off the backboard, and he's able to bring it home.
Powerful. Powerful. I think that might get him the championship.
3 9s, 2 7s.
Oh, 2 7s. Ooh, 41. Whoa. 30.
For Jayden Roberts.
2 7s.
2022 slam dunk competition is Isaac Richardson.
So Isaac Richardson of Avon Lake is the 2022 Slam Dunk champ. He gets a congratulations on the plaque from his head coach, Eric Smith of the Avon Lake Shoremen.
Parker, get a word from him.
And Parker Capronica will go in there and talk with Isaac Richardson.
After the quick photo shoot, of course.
Something tells me his head coach didn't teach him how to dunk.
No.
Here's Parker with Isaac Richardson, the winner.
Okay, so I don't think any of us had any idea what the rules were going into that. So in your last playoff round, what were you feeling there? Were you just trying to get something in? Were you trying to go for a little something?
I had no clue, to be honest. I was just doing whatever I could do to get the best score.
How many dunks were you playing for?
2.
So East Bay didn't work? Do you have that in your bag? Can you pull out an East Bay?
Like 1 in 10 tries, probably.
Okay, all right. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations to our champ, Isaac Richardson. Great job down there on the floor, Parker Capronica, as we have the dunk contest. So that's going to do it for the 2022 dunk contest. Congratulations, our winner, Isaac Richardson of Avon Lake. Jay, your thoughts on the dunk contest?
Interesting, to say the least. I saw some really creative things that I wish some of the kids might have gone back to and given a second go of. I think that they were unsure of how the 30 seconds was going to play out, and once they missed their first attempts, they wanted to get something on the board. But it was very entertaining, and there's some really athletic young men in Lorain County.
I would agree with that. That's going to do it for the dunk contest, and we're going to take a break. We'll be back with the Rising Stars game after this timeout. You're watching the 2022 All-Star Sunday on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Like family to you. And together, you'll see him do things that'll help change the world. That'll change you. One day, you're gonna look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. all thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or the aircraft. It's something more. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside each and every Marine that answers a nation's call. Battles won. We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at Marines.com.
And welcome to our 2022 Rising Stars game. We've got the team of black shirts against the team gray shirts. Ron Polinsky, Jay Ferguson, Parker Kapranica here with us. And on the black shirt team from Elyria High, you see Jaden Crutcher. Also out on the floor is Mateo Medina. Jumping center for that team will be Connor Rodick from Keystone High School. And on that team as well, from Open Door, Jayden Guerrero, and the 5th young man on the black shirt team to begin this basketball game. That is going to be Max Emerin from Avon High School. Great shorts. We've got Jake Boyner, gray shirts, I should say, from North Ridgeville jumping. Ryan Walsh, the 3-point winner, is out there from Elyria as well, and we'll get you as many names as we can. Emerin from Avon with the basketball. Got it out to Medina for 3. It's off the rim, no good. And Boyner with the rebound for the gray shirts. He plays for North Ridgeville, Jay.
And
Boyner drives in and he scores, and we're underway.
Nice.
So Boyner with 2. And it's 2-0 gray shirts. Jaden Crutcher, freshman from Elyria High. He can shoot it.
He
gets it in the corner. Medina a corner 3, missed it. And a rebound is held in by the gray shirts. Tyson Ziegler of Avon High School got it to Boyner. Reverse layup is good.
Coach, I told you had to go to me.
2 halves, 20-minute halves is how they're going to do this Rising Stars game. A step back 3 from Open Door. Missing that one for the Patriots is Jayden Guerrero. And for the gray shirts, we get it ahead to Asaya Killian, and Jay, you're very familiar with him.
Yep.
Missed that one.
He can shoot it a bit. Got he and Walsh on the same side. That's a pair that can go.
Crutcher step back 3. Told you he could let it fly, and he hits.
But I love that kid's future.
And the gray team gets on, has a 4-3 lead as the black shirts get their first score of the night. And Ryan Walsh from downtown over Crutcher says, whatever you can do, I can do a little bit better.
Got you back.
So the 2 teammates from Elyria High going against each other. Just hit back-to-back 3s. That's kind of fun. Howard Guerrero of Open Door. Killian went for the steal. Not allowed to play defense in these things.
I was going to say.
Rodick puts it up over Boyner, missed it.
Nobody's going to pass to you if you guard somebody.
Right. Howard Guerrero from Open Door with the basketball. He'll step back. Gets it to Mateo Medina. Another member of the Pioneers to Emerin. Top of the key 3 is good. And he lets Ryan Walsh know about it. So Max Emerin makes a 3. And it's 7-6. The gray shirt team out in front. And from behind the arc, Tyson Ziegler missed it. Medina comes out of there with it from Elyria. Medina kicks it outside. Emerin corner 3. Nope.
Got his own rebound.
There's the floater in the lane, too strong. Tipped around, and the rebound is controlled from the gray shirts. And that's Ryan Runzer of Midview.
Nice pass.
Yes, Killian from Lorain scores on his home floor. So Asaya Killian with his first 2, 9-6. Emerin into the lane. Kicks it outside. Rodick, outstanding athlete at Keystone High School. He's not only a basketball player, but the starting quarterback on a team that's gone deep in the playoffs the last 2 years. Ryan Walsh comes out of there with a basketball. Walsh into the lane. He'll kick it outside. Killian for 3. In and out. Rodick, we just talked about. Keystone with a rebound. Spins into the forecourt. Got it to Crutcher. He's not shy, and he got another one.
I saw him go on quite a run at Amherst earlier this year. I think he had 6 or 7 of those.
We're tied at 9. Crutcher's made 2 threes in the ball game so far. Runzer from Midview. Out to Killian. And the young man plays for his father for the Titans. Put that one up, back of the rim, no. Runzer got the rebound. 3 ball, up and in. And that was a gray shirt from Avon. That's Tyson Ziegler with his first 3.
Okay.
Medina got it into Rodick from Keystone High School. Black shirts down 12-9. Out to Emerin. His step back 3 to tie it. Nope. Runzer from Midview with the rebound. He'll get it to Ziegler. Another 3. Got another one. Tyson Ziegler, he's feeling it.
Yeah, last 2 trips he's thrown them down.
That makes it 15-9. Again, we play 2 20-minute halves. And nice bounce pass into Emerin, high off the glass rim. No. Rodick with a return, no. And Boyner with a rebound for North Ridgeville. And the beauty of these all-star games, Jay, as soon as you get used to the 5 on the floor, look what's going to happen. Boyner lays it up and in.
Here we go.
Timeout. Here's 10 new players, and here is Jay Ferguson to tell you the 10 players that are running out here.
Good luck.
You mean you missed rehearsal, Jay?
I missed the numbers on the front.
We'll get these as soon as we can. That's
35, Caden Hinderman Powell from Black River in black.
With the basketball right now is Vanucci from Wellington. I'll start with the kids that I know.
Vincent Berardi, number 20 in black. 32 is Isaac Richardson, of course.
Yep, he just put it up. No good. He won the dunk contest earlier. Tipped that one up and in. Richardson on the board. Makes it 17-11, the gray shirts lead. Into the forecourt, and it gets knocked away. Gray shirts will have it. We've got Avery Young from Brookside to inbound. Avery will get it to Nathan Borling from Columbia. Now the jumper goes up. It's no good.
Now, see, that's not fair. Nathan Borling from Columbia should have green shorts on, and he's got orange shorts on.
I didn't say I was right.
No, I think you
saw
were.
The first number 10. I think.
Oh, no, that's Fireless. That's Anthony Januzzi. That's why it didn't look right.
There you go. I saw that first. There's 3 10s. I went with the first one I saw.
Yeah, we noted earlier that they have a nice poker hand. They 3 deuces and 2 10s.
So Isaac Richardson with the basketball from Avon Lake. Richardson pass on the left side. And they'll go cross court Vanucci. He's a freshman from Wellington.
They look like they're running something.
They get it to Richardson. He'll let it fly. He'll miss it.
Almost violating the 3-pass rule in all-star games.
Avery Young lays it up, no good, and it's out of bounds, and it'll stay with the gray shirts, up 17-11, 13:45 to go in opening half. You see it in the lower part of your screen. Michael O'Keefe, Dale Cutting, 2 of our 3 officials tonight that I recognize. These officials, you got to give them a lot of credit. They're donating their time. Januzzi gets it on the baseline, and his pass, I believe, to Grant Hartley, his first 2. And a left side 3 ball, and missing that from Black River High School was Caden Hinderman Powell. And the left side 3
ball
is up and in. And that's
Hartley from Keystone.
Okay, thank you, Grant Hartley, yes. It gives him 5 points. Trying to look at the color of the shorts to determine who it might be. Richardson had his shot blocked and out of bounds.
And that's Isaac Richardson of Avon, or of Avon Lake, getting blocked by Isaac Thompson of Oberlin.
Yes, sir.
That's what it was.
Thank you. Step back 3, and putting that up and in is going to be Vincent Berardi of Columbia. 22-14. Januzzi tried to get it inside. It's stolen away by Richardson.
This could be interesting.
Richardson will slam it with 2 hands. And there's the winner of your dunk contest. And he gets a dunk in the Rising Stars game. 22-16, 12-15 to go in the first half.
Now the black team's got 6 on the bench, so about the time we're used to it, they're going to sub 1, I'm guessing.
Vanucci into the forecourt. Vanucci gets it to Richardson. Left side, Borling with it on the baseline. Fakes the shot, gets it inside, and
nicely
from Black
done.
River putting that, well, that is Avon Lake's Matthew Stewie. Stewie made that one.
Isaac.
Yeah, Thompson inside for the gray shirts from Oberlin. Missed it. The rebound is tapped up and in. And we're going to get a substitution, I believe.
Yep. That tip in was Runzer, I believe.
Grant Hartley.
Hartley, was it?
Yeah.
Another one? Okay.
Vanucci with the basketball. Vanucci gets it on the left side and dribbling in, putting it up. No good. And for the gray shirts, Thompson fights for it. It goes out of bounds. Let's see where it stays. It'll stay with the black shirts. And it'll be Matthew Stewie to inbound. Matthew, Avon Lake, gets it to Vanucci. Caden Hinderman Powell in there now from Black River. He's got the basketball, swings it on the right side. Borling put it up, no good. Rebound, Hartley from Keystone. He's had a big first half. Hartley into the forecourt, and he runs that up and in.
He sure has.
Grant Hartley with 9 to lead everybody in scoring. 26-18. So the other end, they're going to get it out to Hinderman Powell from Black River. In the corner with the basketball, Griffin Teray of North Ridgeville missed it. And the rebound was hauled in by Young of Brookside. He gets it to Januzzi of Firelands. Of course, his father, Alan Januzzi, treasurer for the Boys Coaches Association and head coach of Firelands. 3 ball up, no good, and we're going to get substitutions here into the game at the 10-minute mark.
Shift change.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder.
So for the black shirts coming back into the basketball game, Max Emerin will inbound, and he gets it into Griffin Teray of North Ridgeville. Jaden Crutcher from Elyria is back out there. Mateo Medina of Elyria. And it looks like Connor Rodick is the 5th player. Crutcher keeps the dribble. Crutcher steps back, but the defender is right there. Gets it to Rodick. Then a screen from Crutcher. Rodick used it, and threw it up there, missed it. Rebound loose on the floor, and it comes down to the gray shirts. They get it to Boyner from North Ridgeville. Nice move. And he scores, Jay. Nice move.
He's got 8.
So Boyner with 8 points. And I missed that one.
That was Connor Roddick.
All right. His first points.
Yeah.
And they go in the corner. Back outside. Killian, long 3, in and out.
Ooh.
Rebound Emerin for Avon.
It's your house. That's not supposed to happen.
Max Emerin into the forecourt. Max gets it over to Crutcher in the corner, put it up, no good. Mateo Medina came out of nowhere from Elyria to get the offensive rebound, and he'll take it. And why not? He's the one who made the effort to get the rebound. So Mateo Medina.
Oh, no, they just said that's Griffin Teray.
Well, he's wrong.
Okay.
I know who he is.
Okay, I'm going to go with you.
Thank you. As long as you want to stay up here, you will. So whether I'm right or wrong, if I said it, go with it.
Okay.
Mateo Medina, that is. I do know him. That's his 3-pointers. 28-23. And again, the PA announcer down there, he's shaking his head because he sees everybody has the same jersey number. Medina again takes another 3, missed it. And the rebound comes down to Ryan Runzer. He represents Midview. Runzer into the forecourt, step back 3. Runzer hands it off to Ryan Walsh. Walsh, corner 3, missed it. Rebound Emerin for Avon. 8 minutes to go. His team leads 28-23. Back Crutcher, he'll take it. He'll miss it, and it goes over the top of the backboard. This is the Rising Stars game, and you say, what's that mean? Well, it means they're not seniors. All these guys on the floor will be back. Some might be freshmen, sophomores, juniors, but they're all coming back. Runzer lets it fly, missed it.
And it's great that the OHSAA has given this a chance to happen. Woo.
Medina, coast to coast.
That was explosive.
He's got 5. Ryan Walsh, who won the 3-point contest earlier tonight, drives to the hoop, threw it up, missed it. Rebound, oh, nice pass to Rodick, and he laid it in. He's got 4. Foul line jumper, missing it. Killian went for the offensive rebound. He gets it, Jay.
Well, that means he gets to shoot it, right?
You'd think. Spin around, shot, missed it. Rebound, Teray, North Ridgeville. It was poke check from behind and stolen by Runzer.
That ties the...
Runzer lays it up on his own. Ryan Runzer out of Midview High School. He's on the board with 2.
That ties the county's record in this game for most steals with 1.
So you're going to say sets the record for most assists with 1. Clock running down to 6.5 minutes to go in this first half. The boys are playing 2 20-minute halves. The girls' games earlier were at North Ridgeville. We were there today.
Okay.
WEOL, and they played 2 18-minute halves. So into the forecourt comes Killian for Admiral King, for Lorain. Gets it into Boyner, lays it up and in.
Nice pass.
And that's the record for assists right there.
He has 10. Thank you. That's Parker Kapronica down there on the sidelines. Parker, I'm sure there's a lot of coaching going on down there. Emerin lets it fly.
Oh, yeah, ton. Setting up defensive schemes, offensive sets, everything's going on down here.
I'm surprised nobody on the bench has sent you out for nachos.
Top of the key, Ryan Walsh put it up, no good. I think that's his halftime duty. Toure has it. Toure into the lane, forced it up, and he got it.
Soft one.
Grant Toure, his first 2 points. 32-29. Shot goes up, no good. Emerin will come out of there with it with 5.5 minutes to go in the half. Gets it ahead to Medina. Baseline jumper, long. Runs her, hauls it in. Runs her to Ryan Walsh. Walsh into the forecourt, put it up. Ooh. It's blocked by Emerin. Boyner picked it up and put it in. And we're going to have another substitution here. As Boyner will get that basket. He's got 12.
That's what I was just about to say, Rob. He's had a nice first half.
The gray shirts are the home team on the scoreboard. The black shirts are the visitors. And it's 34-29.
Home.
Yes, or the gray shirts. So the black shirts are the visitors. They are behind. And back in for them, that's Jayden Guerrero from Open Door High School with a basketball. And he had his shot partially blocked, got it back. We're going to get a whistle. And Dale Cutting, I think, calls the first foul of the night.
And you know what that usually means for referees in this situation, Rob?
They needed to stop running up and down.
Well, it also means, I think, that you have to buy the first round.
Line right.
I mean, we have played 15 minutes and...
Well, the beauty of this is the clock runs, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Free throw is up. No good. Jayden Guerrero missed the first one. Trying to make 1 out of 2. His team trails 34-29. Missed them both. Avon Boyner. Since the running clock, I'll go with what I thought. He needed to take a little bit of rest. But
yeah.
Januzzi for 3. Got it.
Good.
Anthony Januzzi gets on the board. 37-29 gray shirts. Jayden Guerrero representing Open Door. Right side 3 ball. Missed it. Rebound tapped out. Loose on the floor. Picked up by the black shirts. Borling from Columbia. To Stewie of Avon Lake. Right back to Isaac Richardson of Avon Lake. To Vincent Berardi. Got it into Richardson. Put it up too strong. Januzzi. Tried to bounce it and to a teammate. Went out of bounds. Good idea.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it to work. 3.5 minutes to go in this first half of our Rising Star game. After this, they'll have the announcement of Mr. Basketball, all their other recognitions, and then it'll be the Senior All-Star game. Inside, the layup, reverse layup is no good by Stewie, and coming out of there with it is Januzzi. Januzzi, cross court. A 3 ball is up. Nope. Richardson, Avon Lake with a rebound. Got it to his high school classmate, or I should say teammate, Matthew Stewie. Stewie to Vincent Berardi of Columbia. Back outside, Richardson with it. We might add more passes on this possession than we've had all night.
I was just going to say that. You guys are going to give this game a bad reputation.
Richardson. Shot goes up. It's good off the glass, and making that one that time after the pass from Richardson is Caden Hinderman-Powell. His first 2.
Januzzi.
He'll jack a 3 and miss it. Out of bounds, and it will stay with the gray shirts. Right side 3 ball. Avery Young, Brookside missed it. Stewie with a rebound for Avon Lake. Get it ahead. Vincent Berardi, Columbia, put it up short. And the rebound is hauled in by Grant Hartley of Keystone.
Isaac Thompson.
Thompson made that one. Thank you. He's got 6. 39-31, under 2 minutes to go and a half. Stewie to the other end, lays it up and in. Speaking of good football players, Matthew Stewie, a really good wide receiver for the Shoremen. Januzzi, top of the key 3, nope. And Berardi, Columbia, long outlet, finds Guerrero, Open Door, lays it in. His first points of the night. Everybody has scored for the black shirt team except Luke Vanucci.
Jayden Guerrero, 2.
Tried to save it from going out of bounds, can't. 39-35. Black shirts down 4. Opportunity to cut into it here. Jaden Howard Guerrero into the lane, lost it, got it back, inside, lace it up and in.
Cleared space.
He has 4. 39-37, under a minute to go in the half. Januzzi, top of the key 3, missed it. And Vincent Berardi with a rebound for Columbia. They can tie with a 2, take a 3 with a lead. Berardi picks up his dribble. They get it to Howard Guerrero. He's looking, guarded by Januzzi. Go ahead.
Did he call a play?
I don't know. Half a minute to go in the half. And he skidded to a stop, lost control of it. Richardson picked it up and tied it.
He didn't call a play. He called an ISO.
Richardson with 8. And they get it in, and Thompson slams it to give them the lead. Thompson on the board, 41-39, 10 seconds to go. Hit it ahead. 5 seconds, Stewie back out to Howard Guerrero for 3 in the lead at the half, and he got it. A 3 at the buzzer to give him the lead. And the visitors, or the black shirts, at halftime have a 42-41 lead over the gray shirts, the home team in the 2022 Rising Stars All-Star game. So, Joe, take a timeout. We'll be back with the second half Rising Stars action. We're live from Lorain High School. You're watching High School All-Star Sunday on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
start the second half, just a reminder, the concession stand is open up front.
And welcome back. Second half. It's the Black Shirts, the visitors, ahead 42-41. This is the Rising Stars game, 2022, Lorain County. The Rising Stars underclassmen. Jay, all these kids will be back. An interesting first half. Killian opens the second half with a score.
It's been a lot of fun to see these young guys perform.
Offensive showcase, up 43-42. Rodick from Keystone inside. Knocked away. Boyner from North Ridgeville with a rebound.
He's been a particular bright spot as Killian goes down.
And Killian with 2 baskets quickly to begin the second half. The young man from Lorain.
Killian for 2.
That's Griffin Teray from North Ridgeville with a basketball. Threw it away trying to get it to Crutcher of Elyria. Also, you've got Emerin from Avon. Mateo Medina of Elyria, and Rodick from Keystone. Those are the Black Shirts to begin the second half. For the gray shirts, Killian in the corner. They get it. That's Grant Hartley, who had a big first half on a Keystone. Jake Boyner is in there along with Ryan Walsh from Elyria. And the 5th young man in this game is Tyson Ziegler of Avon.
This is the longest pause we've had. We got somebody tying their shoe, Rob.
Okay. And that, I guess, is what gets a clock stop.
Oh, it did stop.
That's kind of Rodick trying to get the, he blew a tire.
Yeah.
Well, it is NASCAR Sunday, so, you know, Rodick blew a tire, gets it figured out, and he got Boyner in the corner from North Ridgeville. And that young man puts it up, no good, and with a rebound, Emerin of Avon.
This young man's a good player, too. I'm really impressed with him.
Crutcher, a right side 3 ball. That's no good. He made a couple of those long ones in the first half. Gets to Rodick. Rodick way out to Emerin, almost threw it away, and Emerin tried to save it but couldn't do so. Laying that up and in is going to be Tyson Ziegler of Avon High School. He's got 8, and the gray shirts lead by 5, 47-42.
Black Shirts haven't scored yet this half.
And the shot goes up, and that's no good.
You know, as you're making that little jab step, you're not thinking like during the air, what's my coach going to say?
Ryan Walsh from Elyria spinning in the lane, puts it over his high school teammate Crutcher. They both play at Elyria, missed it. Rebound Boyner, he lays it up and in. Jake Boyner unofficially with 14, 49-42. 8-0 run for the gray shirts to begin the second half. Rodick with a basketball. Kicks it outside, 3 ball is up and in. I think that's Teray. We'll wait and see. It is Griffin Teray. The 5. Sometimes you can cheat off the PA announcer. Jay. Sometimes you're both wrong. You know, if you cheat off him and he didn't know either. Shot no good. Coming out of there with it is Teray from North Ridgeville. Feeds Crutcher. He knows what to do, and he puts it in. Jaden Crutcher makes his 3rd 3 of the game. He's got 9. Oh, a beautiful spin by Killian in the lane, and that brings the crowd to their feet as he scores. 51-48. Long 3 by Teray is no good, and it's tipped out of bounds, and it will go
off of Killian.
Yep. No, I think it's off of the black shirt. Killian will inbound.
Oh, he pointed the other way.
And they're going to long lead for Boyner. Boyner inside, he scores.
Oh, my goodness.
Boyner unofficially with 16 to lead everybody. 53-48. His teammate, Teray. Back outside to Rodick. He'll put up a 3 and he'll hit it. Connor Rodick with 7. 53-51. The gray shirts lead by 2. 4 minutes into this one. Killian with a basketball. Killian left elbow. Killian let it fly. Missed it. The rebound up and in. Hartley. Grant Hartley just went and got it.
I've got him with 11 now.
Well, they subbed these players in. Joe Bach letting us know, wants us to remind everybody to check out the YouTube channel on WLCS TV 20, YouTube TV 20. I know that YouTube channel very, very popular.
And I know some of these young guys I saw this year when they played here against the Titans, and those games would be on there, as well as many past games.
Well, speaking of past games, I got a funny story in a second. Howard Guerrero missed the shot from open door. Joe sent me a link a couple weeks back from some game that was about 20 years ago that you know, they used the audio from WEOL.
Okay.
It was at the old O'Leary High Gym, and Gary Pelder and I are doing it. And to see the shots, to go, oh my goodness. I mean, at one time in my life, I was younger than 55 years old. That was fun. Other end, they lay it up, no good. And it's going to be Ryan Runzer coming out of there with a basketball. Runzer with a pass for Thompson off his hand and out of bounds. So for the gray shirts, right now they are going with Nathan Borling from Columbia, Ryan Runzer out of Midview, Isaac Thompson from Oberlin, Dominic Januzzi from
Anthony
Januzzi, I'm sorry, it was the other brother. Januzzi from Firelands High School. Richardson scores that one. He's got 10. Jumper goes up. It's a three-pointer for Runzer. Give him 5. Black shirts, Howard Guerrero, open door. Vincent Berardi from Columbia. Matthew Stewie, Avon Lake. Richardson, Avon Lake. Howard Guerrero lays it up and in.
Nice.
He's got 9. And Vanucci from Wellington is the 5th player. Avery Young from Brookside with a basketball. 3 ball in the corner is up and it gets stuck. So 58-55. Gray shirts by 3.
That is what the kids call a wedgie.
Yes, it is.
Parker Kapronica down there on the sidelines. Parker, what did you with these halftime adjustments? I'm sure they had to be massive in this Rising Stars game from these 2 coaching staffs.
Oh yeah, some very, very serious stuff here. Substitution pattern changes, time changes, whole work.
Chopper goes up and in. Berardi with 2. He has 5 points.
I see Titus has made his way here. Be familiar, all the Lorain people, as their mascot.
He doesn't get a Sunday off either.
No.
Januzzi inside. Januzzi got it to Runzer. He'll run the lane, and Richardson blocked it. Outlet, Howard Guerrero. Open door. Nice bounce pass. Stewie lays it in. Boy, that was pretty. Yes. Stewie unofficially with 6. Black shirts lead 59-58. Long 3, Avery Young for Brookside, and bricked it. And Columbia's Vincent Berardi got the rebound. Howard Guerrero let it fly. Up back rim and the guide wire. Vanucci is the only player on the black shirts to not score yet. For the gray shirts, Avery Young and Nathan Borling haven't scored. They're going to get it into Thompson. He lays it up and in. Isaac Thompson from Oberlin now with 4.
Isaac Thompson, 4-2.
Vanucci with the basketball. Vanucci gives it cross court to Howard Guerrero. Guerrero on the drive, puts it up. Yes, and a foul.
Oh, nice.
So Jayden Howard Guerrero with 11 to look for 12 at the line.
Now, one thing we have not had in this game yet, Rob,
is
a made free throw.
Okay.
We are 0 for 2 as a group.
I was going to say, if we had a free throw attempt, okay. Howard Guerrero, and that stays true. Subs again coming in as we're down to 12 minutes to go in this game. And as Jay referred to it, rightfully so, line change, 5 for 5.
Yep.
I have 2 Lorain varsity players who want to get on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Of course they do. I got Anthony Lorenzo, Micah Kimbrough. Okay, you 2. Thoughts on the game so far?
Thoughts on the game? I think it's a pretty good game. A lot of talent in Lorain County. My boy Rai, Saya, Isaiah Killian right there. Yeah, I think it's a really good game. A lot of talent. Looking forward to next year.
You 2 excited for the senior all-star game later?
I am. Boy, excited.
Jordan going to show out, you know.
Do you think Jordan's going to ball up?
For sure, for sure.
Okay. All right, thank you guys.
Parker Kapranica with a couple of his classmates down there. Mateo Medina puts it in for Elyria. 63-58. And Hartley with a jumper, it's up and in. Oh, wait a minute, I stand corrected. That was Tyson Ziegler. Ziegler from Avon with 10. Sometimes purple shorts look blue to me. Or vice versa.
I understand that.
He's honest. You're looking at the shorts to see what team the kids are from. Crutcher puts it up. Off the glass and in.
What a future.
Jaden Crutcher, boy, he can shoot inside the three-point line. Who knew?
What a future, because you can look at that young man and tell he's not done growing.
Jared J., he is a freshman.
Yep.
Ryan Walsh off the front iron, no good. Rodick will rip it down. 10:45 to go. They get it ahead. Teray inside, lays it up, missed it. And the rebound comes down to Ziegler of Avon. Coast to coast, lays it up and in.
Okay.
He's got a dozen at 65-62, 10.5 minutes to go in the game. Mateo Medina with it. Medina hands it off to Crutcher. Crutcher puts it up and in, and it's a 3-ball.
From the S in Titans.
Unofficially, he's got 14. For the basketball, Ziegler from Avon picks up his dribble, got it back out to Killian. Killian at the three-point line. Pass for Ryan Walsh. Nicely done, and Ryan found it and scored. 68-64, under 10 minutes to go. Teray, North Ridgeville. Baseline left. Medina, jumper, no. Rebound tapped around. Ziegler with it. Comes into the forecourt. You're watching the Rising Stars All-Star Game on WLCS TV 20. Rob Polinsky, Jay Ferguson, Parker Kapranica, Joe Bach here from Lorain High School. Killian missed it. Glad to bring you this one on WLCS TV 20. Rodick drives all the way off the back of the rim, no good. Jake Boyner with it. Again, they don't take a lot of breaks in these things, get them in and out. Nice sized crowd here tonight to watch these kids play for the final time. Inside, Killian put it up and in.
Nicely done. I think he's in double figures with 10.
So Killian with the basket. And as Jay just told you, he's got 10. And step back three, Crutcher, in and out. Mateo Medina from Elyria with the return is up and in. Medina with 9. 70-66. Killian starting to feel it offensively, spinning in the lane. Back outside now. Step back three, ball in and out, no. Rebound tipped out to Rodick for Keystone. Here come the black shirts on the run. Bounce pass inside, scoring. Caden Hinderman Powell, he's got 4. 72-66. Emerin for 3. Back rim, no. Boyner with a rebound. Young man from North Ridgeville goes up strong and scores. Boy, Jay, I like his game. I've got him for 18.
Yeah.
And substitutions coming in.
He is around the ball, Rob.
You know, I have not seen North Ridgeville this year, but last year, that young guy was very, very good, but he has gotten bigger and stronger since I've seen him.
I've had the opportunity to see him a couple times this year, and they're going to be very good because they were young and very competitive.
And plus, they had a coaching change. Coach Morgan, who was the coach, went to coach the football team. Emerin lays it up and in. He's from Avon. He's got 5. Oh. Off of the hands of Isaac Thompson of Oberlin and out of bounds. And boy, Oberlin had one of the real tough luck losses in Lorain County as we were down there at Worcester. They lost in overtime to Fairview in a fantastic district semifinal game.
Whoa.
Hayden Guerrero steps back, put it up, and he hit a 3, and that gets the crowd going. I've got him with 14, 77-68.
That was quite a move.
Black shirts pulling away a little bit. Avery Young from Brookside launched it, missed it. Rebound, Stewie of Avon Lake. to Jaden Howard Guerrero. The crowd's still buzzing over that last move he had. He'll drive this time and score. He's putting on a show, Jay. He's got 16.
A lot of people don't get a chance to see Open Door in the county.
Right.
And that young man can play.
Ryan Runzer from Midview puts it up. Front iron, no. Offensive rebound, Isaac Thompson. Oberlin scores. Isaac Thompson with 6. Vanucci, the freshman guard, out to Emerin for Avon. Missed it. Offensive rebound, Berardi, Avon Lake. Out to Howard Guerrero, who's putting on a show. Missed that one. Rebound, Isaac Thompson, Oberlin. Gets it to Januzzi. Anthony into the front court. Anthony in the corner with a basketball. 6.5 to go. Launched it, missed it. Long outlet. They get it to Vincent Berardi. Columbia goes up, missed it, but Runzer fouled him. So we get a couple more free throws, and I think, Jay, you said we still hadn't had a made free throw yet.
We're 0 for 3 as a group.
Well, I'm going on a limb, and I think Vincent Berardi's going to end that right here.
I do too.
All right, he's making one of these.
He's got a nice stroke, for one thing.
Berardi from Columbia High School.
But it won't be that one.
I said he'd make one of these. Didn't say which one.
Berardi's at the line for Columbia.
Berardi again. Puts it up. Round rim and it went in.
Used it all.
Berardi with 6. And there you go. Now we've got
a made free throw.
Yes.
Next thing you know, we'll be getting a charge.
There's a three-pointer, goes up and in, and making that 3-ball for Columbia is Nathan Borling. That gets him on the board. Yep. And that makes it 80-73 with 5:15 to go. Berardi with the basketball. Berardi on the three-point line to Vanucci. Vanucci for 3 for Wellington, and he got it. Vanucci, so everybody from the black shirt team has scored. And we just need to get Avery Young a point for the Brookside team from the gray shirts, and everybody will have scored in this game. Vanucci with the basketball. Vanucci and his team leads by 10, under 5 to go. Emerin lets it fly, and he got it. Max Emerin. He's got a 13-point lead for the black shirts, their biggest lead of the night. Not that that really matters in the score, but still, you keep score for a reason. Isaac Thompson put it up, missed it. Avery Young, got to get him a basket here so everybody can score. Inside, there it goes.
Oh, nice
in and
move.
out. Boy, it was halfway down. I thought he had it. Avery Young from Brookside. Missed that one, and here comes Jaden Howard Guerrero from Open Door. The floater in the lane, around the rim, no good. Rebound, Berardi from Columbia, outside to Emerin, steps back, launches another one, and got another one.
That young man's a bucket.
Subs coming in with 4 minutes to go and an 89-73 lead. As after this, we'll have the senior all-star game for you.
And the presentation of Mr. Basketball.
That's always the highlight of the night.
We haven't had this game in 2 years, Rob.
That's right.
Mr. Basketball and Miss Basketball were presented at Lakeview Park last year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
4 minutes to go. Ryan Walsh with it. Walsh inside. Walsh kicks it back out. Around the perimeter, they go to Jake Boyner. Boyner in the lane. Boyner put it up. Glass rim, no. And Richardson from Avon Lake with the rebound. Richardson into the front court. Richardson on the drive, goes strong to the basket. He was fouled.
Good, strong move there by Isaac Richardson.
He won the dunk contest earlier this evening. 3-point contest winner is out on the floor right now as well, Ryan Walsh of Elyria. That was a great contest with he and Aidan Gregory from Midview. Free throw, round rim and out. Richardson unofficially, these are unofficial, he has 10. Second free throw, up and in.
Okay.
Richardson with 11. Jumper goes up, it's no good. Richardson comes out of there with a rebound. And they'll pass it ahead. Get it out to Jayden Guerrero. Jayden Guerrero on the three-point line. He's going to drive in, and he'll lay it up and score.
With nice patience.
I have him for 18.
I was going to say, I don't know if there's an MVP in this game, but he's making a very good case for it.
Ryan Walsh for a three, put it up and in.
From my point of view, I believe that there will be an MVP from what I've heard.
Okay.
I believe.
Boynar's had a good game too, but you're right that Jayden Guerrero, he's got the crowd going. Jumper goes up around rim and it went in. And that is going to be
Ziegler.
Ziegler, thank you. Ziegler with 14. And the jumper goes around rim and it went in for Medina. So Mateo Medina with the basket, he's got 11. Ryan Walsh with it, 94-78, 2:25 to go. The black shirts out in front. Walsh, bounce pass, Isaac Thompson laid it up and in. And we're going to get subs.
Isaac Thompson's had a wonderful second half.
Yeah, he's got 8 points.
Isaac Thompson. And we got 2 minutes.
And subs coming in.
94-80.
2:14 to go in this Rising Stars game.
My guess is nobody's going to call a timeout to draw anything up for a.
And Medina puts it up in, and he's fouled. Medina with 13, with 2:05 to go in the ball game. Mateo Medina from Elyria High School. In and out on the free throw. Runzer from Midview with a rebound. Gets it ahead of Killian. Killian with a path to the basket, put it up, no good. He got tripped up there.
I think he's got a cramp.
Coming out of there is Medina. He'll take it. He'll make it. Medina. He's had a big second half. I've got him with 16. Runzer's going to drive. He'll lay it up and score. It was like the parting of the Red Sea right there.
He went up with 2 hands like he was thinking about trying to dunk it.
99-82, and I think he remembered he wasn't in the dunk contest for a reason.
Yeah.
Down to 90 seconds to go in this one.
Black sitting at 99, of course.
Yep. The visiting team on the scoreboard. Jayden Guerrero, guarded by Januzzi. It's Open Door versus Firelands. Sometimes they play non-conference games. Guerrero with it, trying to get around Januzzi. And it's going to be blocked, but we're going to get a free throw for Jayden Guerrero.
And they stopped the clock. That young man's got nice length as well as very good skill.
Jayden Guerrero, line left. Free throw up and in. 19, plays for Kevin Ford and the Open Door Patriots. And I don't know if you've ever gone there, Jay.
I have not.
But one of the unique venues in all of Ohio to watch a basketball game has to be Open Door.
Why is that?
Why is that, says Jay Ferguson? Well, there's several reasons. One, for our vantage point, you are about as close as you could possibly be to the floor.
Really?
And it's a unique thing. There's no seating on one side of the gym, or I should say on 2 of the sides there's absolutely no seating. There's some seating behind one of the baskets for the student body, and then there's just a few row of seats for the other fans. So they can only cram in a couple hundred people.
Okay.
And you're right on top of it. It's one of the great venues.
Wow.
And Medina drives in, can't get it. Coming out of there is Runzer. Runzer with the basketball. Runzer drives in. Runzer scores.
Nicely done.
He's got 9, 184, under a minute to go. Guerrero tries to get it to Richardson for an alley-oop dunk. Doesn't work. Killian comes down with it. He'll let it fly. Off the rim, no. And the black shirts, who have exactly 100 points with half a minute to go, throw it away. Killian with it. 20 seconds to go. Killian for 3, in and out. Rebound, loose on the floor, out of bounds to who?
I would give it to Gray because they're down there. If I were the official.
Yes, Dale Cutting agrees with you.
It's a 16-point game.
They get it to Januzzi, and he'll hit a 3. Anthony Januzzi, his second 3-ball of the night. 6 points, 100-87. 5 seconds, and that's going to be our final score tonight. So the Black Shirts with a big second half, they win it by a score of 100-87. Wow. They are up 42-41 at half, and a big second half by outscoring them 58-46 as you see the teams getting together to shake hands. As our Rising Stars game goes to the visitors, 100-87, and for the Black Shirts leading the way unofficially. We had Jayden Guerrero of Open Door at 19, Isaac Richardson, Avon Lake with 11, Max Emerin of Avon with 11, Mateo Medina, Illyria 16, Jaden Crutcher, Illyria with 14. For the Gray Shirts, Jake Boyner, North Ridgeville for 18, Tyson Ziegler, Avon for 14. Guys, any thoughts before we call it a night?
Just that I want to mention that each player on the winning team received a $20 Harry Buffalo gift card from the donated to the Coaches Association. That's kind of something to go along with a memory.
Parker Kapranica, any final thoughts down there?
Well, it looks like we'll be getting an MVP name shortly, but my bet is on Jayden Guerrero Howard.
Howard Guerrero, yeah.
Howard Guerrero, excuse me.
Yeah, I think that would be a popular pick.
I would think so.
Joe, you're saying that's it? Okay, that's going to do it. So that'll do it for our Rising Stars coverage. Again, the final, it was the visitors, the Black Shirts 100, the home team with 87. And that's going to do it for our coverage. We'll call it a night. We'll see you later. You're watching Rising Stars basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
From Keystone, Ben Bartik. From Firelands, Austin Copen. From Midview, Bryce Newton. From Illyria, Jerry Edelmeyer. And from Wellington, Jacob Wiegman. Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 2022 Lorain County Boys Basketball Coaches Association scholarship winners. Let's hear a round of applause for the boys. Players of the year and coaches of the year first, Tim? Right. That is a great question. Where is Brian Corey? I will text Brian Corey. Okay.
Am I taking that mic out to center?
I will give it to you, absolutely. Yes, sir. You can just grab it from me. Can you touch Brian to get him some water? All right, our next award. There's a lot up there. Am I doing this right? Players of the Year? Players of the Year? Our next award will be the 2022 Players of the Year for Divisions 1, 2, and 3. Good. Tonight's Division 3 Player of the Year from Elyria Catholic, Jack Keneally. Jack Keneally. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your Player of the Year, Division 3. Congratulations to Jack. For Division 2, your 2020 Player of the Year is from Keystone, Christian Pataki. And for Division 1, your 2022 Player of the Year for Lorain County, from Midview, Aidan Gregory. Folks, here's your 2022 Players of the Year, Division 3. Jack Keneally, Division 2, Christian Pataki, and Division 1, Aidan Gregory. Coaches next? Coaches next? They don't care whatever I do, they're doing? Okay. All right. Next up, 2022 Coaches of the Year. For Division 3, your 2022 Coach of the Year. From Columbia, Josh Scharf. Congratulations, Coach. Next up from Division 2, your 2022 Coach of the Year from Keystone, Jeff Holtzauer. Congratulations, Coach. And for Division 1, oh, we got a timeout. Who's that from? Brookside? All right. We've got an adjustment here. We've got a second winner, folks, for Division 2. A second winner. Hot off the press. From Brookside, Larry Babbix. For D1? I was going to say you both got it. Brabbinick, where are you from? Brabbinick. Midview? All right. Brabbinick. Now we're going to Division 1. We have two winners tonight for Division 1 Coach of the Year. First, from Midview, Jim Brabbinick. And our second winner from Amherst, Pat Bray. Congratulations to Coach Scharf, Babbix, Holtzauer, Brabbinick, and Bray on your 2022 Coaches of the Year. All right. I think you're up next, Jim. I don't have anything else. I don't know what that is. First team? Oh, do I even have that in here? I don't know. No. Oh, right here? Is this it? Yeah. Just read down? Just first team. All right. Just first for both sides. Do Division 2 first. Okay, next up, 2022 All-Lorain County Division 2 First Team. Looks like we've got 6 players. From Brookside, Avery Young. Lorain County Division 2 First Team. From Vermilion, Ben Reaney. from Keystone, Connor Roddick. From Firelands, Anthony Januzzi. From Vermilion, Donovan Lewis. And from Keystone, Jake Morgan. There's your 2022 All-Lorain County Division II first team. Division III. And we're going to hold out for a picture. All right, now we're going to do 2022 All-Lorain County Division III first team. I don't have 4. Oh, it's Division 3 and 4. 2022 All-Lorain County Division 3 and 4. First team from Wellington, Jayden Roberts. From Oberlin, Ty Locklear. From Columbia, Cody Davis. From Open Door, Jaden Howard Guerrero. From Lake Ridge, Ted DeMarco. From Oberlin, Isaac Thompson. From Columbia, Reese Miller. And from Elyria Catholic, Robert Palmer. Ladies and gentlemen, your Division 3 and 4 All-Lorain County first team. Is there a 5? All right. And last, your Division 1 first team All-Lorain County. From Elyria, Ryan Walsh. From Avon Lake, Matthew Stewie. From Amherst, George Gotsis. Also from Amherst, Austin Bray. Also from Amherst, George Fair. From North Ridgeville, Jake Boyner. And also, also from North Ridgeville, Griffin Teray. Here's your 2022 All-Lorain County Division 1 first team. Let's give a round of applause for all of our first team winners tonight. Want this one? You got to get me on the radio. Oh, gotcha. I will. And you're announcing the 2022 Mr. What is it called? Mr. Basketball? And ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you tonight. Announcing the 2022 Lorain County Mr. Boys Basketball is the voice of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Mr. Tim Alcorn.
Thank you, sir. Well, good evening, everybody. And it is great to be back here in Lorain County, and it is great to see such a marvelous crowd come out and support high school basketball. Give yourselves a great big round of applause for coming out here tonight. These young men deserve all the support and all the cheers that you have given them over the years. Their high school careers certainly have been unique as far as what they have been through the past couple of years. So to come out and support them like you have tonight is truly terrific. Now, for many, many years, I served on the Lorain County Mr. Basketball Committee, and I know they take the work very, very seriously as far as who should receive this prestigious award. And there are 3 criteria that go into the award. Number 1, obviously, is the senior year that particular basketball player had out on the floor. But there are also 2 other dynamics that go into the Mr. Basketball Award. 1 is the ability to perform in the classroom and be a good community member. So it's not just your basketball skills, but it's your work in the classroom. and your work in your school community. And then the third criteria is the ability to go on and play college basketball. Now, while I no longer call a lot of games in the Lorain County area, I certainly know about this young man as I've been following him, and he is a very, very well-deserving recipient of the Mr. Basketball Award. So let me tell you about his basketball skills. This player averaged over 22 points per game, along with 8 rebounds and just under 4 assists per contest. He was his conference MVP. He was his division's player of the year. He was the district co-player of the year. And he also was all-district first team. He became the 5th player in his school's history to score 1,000 points. On the academic side, he has excelled in the classroom. He is number 10 in his senior class, a member of the National Honor Society, and he sports a grade point average of over 4.1 to be exact. And he indeed is going to go on and play collegiate basketball. That is someone who is well deserving of the Mr. Basketball Award. And your 2022 winner of the Mr. Basketball Award is one Aidan Gregory of Midview High School. So Aidan, first of all, congratulations. I've done a lot of Mr. Basketball Awards over the years, and I know the young man that wins it always talks about watching other guys before him win the award and having this as a goal. Is it something that you've kind of thought about and dreamed about?
I mean, yeah, you always want to think and dream that big. Coming into it sophomore year, getting to play varsity, I didn't think so. But watching guys like Johnny and then Day before me, it's just cool to get it. And I just want to thank my grandparents. Unfortunately, they can't be here with us, but they've been my inspiration the whole year, and that's who I dedicated it to. So.
What's been the key to your success as you've watched your game get better and better, Aidan? What has been the key to your success?
I just think it's just hard work and the people that are before me. My coach, Coach Brabennick, my parents, just teaching me how to work hard and be dedicated. I think that's the most important thing.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aidan Gregory, your 2022 Mr. Basketball Award winner.
Jared Kozar, very well-deserved, this young man from Midview High School. We've had the opportunity to watch him, and, to me, far and away at SWC this year, he was just a fantastic player.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Rob. And you look at a guy that could really just, turn the game around almost single-handedly. Not that he didn't get help from many teammates, but just he led the charge for Midview and Jim Brabennick's ball club in many occasions where they found themselves in a tight one. They could always rely on Aidan Gregory to come up with something that was going to change their fates. So certainly a very deserving Mr. Basketball recipient, as Tim mentioned, and just a special afternoon for that young man. And he obviously thanked his grandparents and said they're their inspiration for what he's doing out there. And they weren't able to be in attendance today, but wherever they're at, I'm sure they're very happy for their grandson.
So now the two teams are out there warming up. You've got the red team against the blue team, and that's what they're going to go with the color schemes tonight. And the blue team out here to our left, the red team to our right. Recognize two of our three officials here, Jared. We've got Nate Smith, of course, out there. The referees donate their time as, again, Joel Jansura, Nate Smith. Earlier we had Dale Cutting in the ball game along with Michael O'Keefe in that Rising Stars. And all the money goes to the scholarships. And Alan Januzzi was telling us yesterday on the Saturday morning sports wrap-up show from Nick Abraham, just how important it is and the dollars that they have given the scholarships over the years.
Exactly, and lost in a lot of the the pageantry of an event like this is that at the heart of it it's something to benefit these young men in the future and, other classes that are going to come after them too. So, it's really about giving back, and certainly the coaches do that. Again, the officials do that, and it's far more than just those guys and donating their time. There's a lot of staff here, at both events, really. We talked about the girls' game earlier. It really does take a village to get some of that stuff going, and you see a lot of that here today as well.
So let's look at a little bit about Aidan Gregory. As Tim had mentioned, we want to let you know that, he was ranked 10th in his class. He's got a GPA of 4.11. He is being recruited to play college basketball at the Division II and III level. He plans on playing college basketball, but he's not sure as of right now where he is going to go. He's averaging 21.5 points a game, 8.5 rebounds, and almost 4 assists. He led the Middies with 41 three-pointers made, and he's a captain and leader of that team. And Aidan Gregory, those are some of the stats, and Tim mentioned that it's not just a basketball award, but certainly what he's done in the classroom, and that ability then to play college basketball has a lot to do with it.
And speaking of Tim, I think we're going to hear from him again right now. He's going to go and have a word with Coach Jim Brabennick.
Okay.
And so he's going to get that going and talk about
All right,
the
thanks, Rob
contribution.
and Jared. Again, we're down here on the floor. Jim Brabennick, the head coach of Midview, now joining us, and of course, one proud coach right now as he watches Aidan Gregory get awarded the 2022 Mr. Basketball Award. Just talk about this young man and how special it's been to coach him, Jim.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a true pleasure. Just a great kid, a great role model. He's everything you want to have as the face of your program, as the leader. And it stinks he's gone, but he definitely left his legacy for us.
Jim, for all the years I've announced Mr. Basketball, what really stands out for me is the academic side of things, because I shouldn't say it's easy, but when a kid can excel on the basketball floor, that's one thing. But when he carries it into the classroom, that just takes it to another level. That's pretty special.
Yeah, he's a really bright kid, a really smart kid, and it does translate over to the court. But what he's done in the classroom has been exceptional. And like I said, those are the kids that you want being the leader, and that those younger kids look up to and say, he did it on the court, he did it in the classroom. Those are the kind of citizens that we want to coach and have in our program.
Out on the floor, he alluded to you. He alluded to Johnny Manning. When you've got those type of guys that have gone through the program and now established what it's like to be a tremendous Midview basketball player, how important is that for you as you try to now coach up the kids that are still coming through the system?
Yeah, it's really big. Those guys, two phenomenal players, but two phenomenal kids. Even better kids than they are basketball players, and they were heck of basketball players. So it's really big, and those young guys see it, and they hopefully try to emulate it.
At what point, Jim, did you realize I got a pretty special player here in Aidan Gregory?
A funny story is when I got the job, Coach Difranco told me, you're going to have the next 1,000-point scorer. And he was a little 5th grader or 6th grader at the time. He's like, it's going to be Aidan Gregory. And I was like, and then he came up, and I'm like, this little skinny kid's going to score 1,000. There's no way. So we had one in between there, but he was dead on about him scoring 1,000. And I haven't really told that story much, but it was crazy to look back on that he actually did score 1,000, and he called it when he was in 5th or 6th grade, whatever grade it was that it happened.
Jimmy, I got to tell you, I'm standing here with goosebumps up and down my arms because Troy could spot talent, couldn't
when
he?
He was in 5th grade. I said no way when I saw him play middle school, but he kept working and got taller. And the best answer he gave when someone asked him, teacher asked him, how'd you get so good? It wasn't a fancy trainer, it wasn't anything. He played in his driveway, he played one-on-one with his brother, and got in the gym. And no spending money to do any of that. He just worked at it and worked at it and worked at it. And that's what really sticks with us coaches is seeing someone like that be able to do that.
Coaches love a gym rat.
We love a gym rat. Love guys who are just in there working, don't have 75 cones in there set up, and he's in there just getting shots up, and that's what we love.
Well, hey, not only congratulations to Aidan Gregory, but congratulations to you as well, because I'm sure you had something to do with it insofar as your coaching and just working with him. So it's a real testament not only to that young man, but to you as well. Congrats, Jim.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Jim Brabennick, guys, the head coach of Midview, and again, one very proud coach as Aidan Gregory takes home the 2022 Mr. Basketball Award trophy. So I'll send it up to you, and I'll be back in a few minutes as a very special coach in Lorain County will be honored.
That sounds great. Yeah, that's Tim Alcorn, and boy, should have put him to work on the sidelines for a lot of years. The way he's been able to track things down over there near the scorer's table this evening.
Well, you know, we're high atop here at Lorain. It's one of those places where you really need the wireless to work and everything, so working out great. Tim announcing Mr. Basketball. Got Jim Brabenick, and then he's going to have a special ceremony, as he mentioned, because the Coaches Association also is going to be inducting a member into the Hall of Fame, and Tim will have that a little bit later on. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll tip it off. It's the Team Red versus Team Blue. It's the Troy Difranco All-Star Night. We're live from Lorain on AM 930, FM 100.3. Jared, we're online
at WEOL.com.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see and do things that'll help change the world, that'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
As we have the All-Star Sunday night, the Troy Difranco All-Star Night here from Lorain High School. We had the girls' game earlier from North Ridgeville. We're also pleased and proud to be providing the audio tonight for Joe Bach and TV 20, WLCS TV 20, as they do such a great job. And the good news about our schools, you can follow Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook. You can do it on Twitter, and that is at LCS_TV 20, and search Lorain TV 20 on YouTube. The good news about our schools from Lorain Schools TV 20. We're set to get underway. Jack Keneally from EC will jump against Aidan Gregory of Midview. Team Blue against Team Red, and the tip is controlled by Michael Hazard from Midview and the blue team. And we'll get you these kids as soon as we can see. It looks like Jack Keneally with the basketball, gets it on the left side. They're going to lob it for Keneally, but it's going to be intercepted and stolen away. And coming out of there is the red team with the basketball in the corner. Omar Palos for three. It's no good. And a rebound for the blue team will come down to R.J. Schneider of North Ridgeville. He'll leave it outside. The left side three ball is up and in, and that's Jordan Corey hitting the three. So Jordan Corey gets the scoring underway, and why not? His dad's the athletic director here at Lorain High School. Pass gets out of bounds, so Jared, it looks like Patrick Bray from Amherst, Michael Hazard of Midview, Jack Keneally, Jordan Corey, and R.J. Schneider are out there for Team Blue to begin the ball game. They get it inside to Bray, and he scores.
Well, I'm not going to be Jay Ferguson, but I'm going to tell you that's Austin Bray, not Patrick Bray. Patrick is his father.
There you go. In the corner, the jumper goes up. Michael York banks it in for three. Ryan York with three, and it's 5-3. We'll get you Team Red here in a momentarily, but Keneally quickly puts up a three, no good. Ryan York from Avon Lake. Aidan Gregory, Mr. Basketball 2022 from Midview. Omar Palos from Elyria. Also on the floor right now for the red team, George Fair of Amherst. And the fifth young man is George Gotsis of the Amherst Comets. So the other confusing thing about this, Jared, even though you go to the same high school, you can be on opposite teams. And that's what we've got here tonight. So York for three, and he got it. Ryan York from Avon Lake, he's got 2 threes, and it's 6-5.
Saw that a lot in the Rising Star game. It was Elyria on Elyria defense confusing in terms of some of those instances.
Michael Hazard with a jumper, and he hits it from Midview, his first two. His team leads 7-6. 2 minutes into the ball game, we're going to play 2 20-minute halves. Running clock, I should say. Omar Palos from Elyria put it up, no good. The rebound is up and in, and that's George Gotsis. 8-7. Again, hope you enjoyed the pregame show. It was brought to you by Gallantakis and Boisenholt, protecting the rights of the injured and fighting the insurance companies for over 60 years. R.J. Schneider makes a basket. Three-pointer is up and in, and hitting that is George Fair.
Had a chance to catch up with George's dad in the hallway earlier today. Mentioned that he loves the coverage we offer the area. It really helps him out as far as when he's coming to and from George's games, getting something else if we're not covering it. Yeah, really, really good.
Hazard put up a three, missed it. R.J. Schneider, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Corey. And that pass is going to get intercepted. The jumper goes up by Gotsis. It's no good. Offensive rebound, York from Avon Lake. Kicks it out to Omar Palos of Elyria. Now back to York, way out there, put it up, no good. Rebound, Keneally. Jack Keneally from Elyria Catholic will get it ahead to R.J. Schneider of North Ridgeville. Schneider with a jump shot from the foul line, missed it. Austin Bray went for the rebound, but Omar Palos came out of there from Elyria. Palos, when had a shot knocked away by Hazard, it's out of bounds. So the senior all-star game from Lorain High School, Rob Polinsky, Jared Kozar, Tim Alcorn down on the sidelines. A three ball by Aidan Gregory is up and in. Gregory gets on the scoreboard. And a long three here from Team Blue is no good. Gregory rips down the rebound. Gregory behind the back pass. Get it out to Fair. He'll launch it. He'll miss it. Michael Hazard gets the rebound from Midview. For Team Blue, out to R.J. Schneider into the front court. Lob it for Keneally. Keneally with the basketball. Baseline goes outside to Austin Bray for three. In and out, no good. Gregory with a rebound. Long outlet for York. 2-on-1. York lobs it, and Fair put it up, or maybe that was Gotsis. That's Gotsis, puts it up and in. Tough to see when the jerseys are only on the backs of the shirts. So 4 points. Austin Bray inside, lays it up and in. Jared, the pace of this is up and down, up and down, up and down. 16-11. Palos into the forecourt, takes the three, missed the three. Rebound, Jordan Corey. Got it to Jack Keneally. Two-hand flush. Keneally with his first point.
Frenetic pace, and what a lot of our listeners don't know is you already called 2 games today. You're not that bright to begin with, so this is overload for you.
Amen. That's exactly right. Keneally with a rebound. Well, they knew I wasn't bright, but they didn't know I had done 2 games. Inside, the shot goes up by Schneider. He puts it up and in. He's got 4. Makes it 16-15. So the blue team, I just was going to rate our home and visitor, who was blue and who's red, but we'll have to wait for the next score because I don't remember. Speaking of not bright. Cody Davis. I was talking about me, not Cody. Cody comes into the game from Columbia. He has one of the great personalities, Jared. The more you're around that kid and watch him, he just has fun. He'll let it fly. He'll miss it. And we'll get you these new names out here just as soon as we can. Bear with us. They get it to Jayden Roberts from Wellington, and he'll slam it in.
Roberts was a dynamic dunker in the dunk contest earlier this afternoon, and he gets more of it there.
So the blue team goes up 17-16, and just as soon as I see that, a 3-ball from somebody.
It was Reese Miller.
Thank you, Jared. Reese Miller makes it 19-17. Other end jumper goes up. It's no good. And the red team with the basketball, that's Reese Miller from Columbia. Miller gets it on the baseline. Jumper goes up, missing that one. Ben Reaney out of Vermillion. And the rebound comes ahead, putting up a 3-ball for the blue team, and missing that one from long range was Jordan Daniels of Lorain High School, playing on his home floor. Reese Miller from Columbia, right side, driving the lane, putting it up, no good. Missing that one for the red team that time was Christian Pataky of Keystone. Left side, Daniels again, got it. Jordan Daniels, the hometown guy, put it in. And Daniels with his first points, 20-19. Reaney from Vermillion out to Cody Davis, Columbia. 3 in the air, nope. A couple rims off the rim twice, no good. Andre Yarber from Oberlin to Jayden Roberts of Wellington. Jordan Daniels, Lorain, put it up, no. And Reaney from Vermillion gets the rebound for the red team. He'll get it to Reese Miller. Miller into the front court. Long 3, got it. Boy, that was way out there for Reese Miller. 22-20, the visiting team or the red team with the lead. Andre Yarber with the basketball. Yarber picks up the dribble, got it out to Jordan Daniels. Left side, jumper goes up to tie the game, and it is. For the blue team, that's Ted DeMarco out of Lake Ridge Academy scoring. We're tied at 22. Rainey outside, jumper goes up, Locklear missed it. Offensive rebound, Cody Davis, Oberlin, or I should say Columbia missed it. And it will be Jordan Daniels from Lorain. Cody Davis has him defensively. He'll take a three right in front of the stands and miss it. Yarber saves it from going out of bounds. Pass to Roberts from Wellington, and he scored.
You know, Rob, you mentioned Cody Davis, just a great personality, and it's true. My lasting memory of him is not going to be on the basketball floor as much as it is. He came into the middle of that girls' tournament game we were at, and he just got the crowd fired up, and the Columbia came back and rallied to win that game against Andrews Osborne, due in no small part to Cody Davis and the fans.
That is a kid who is enjoying his high school experience.
I said he looked like Jim McMahon that day. He came in with a leather jacket, sunglasses, the hair was a little bit weird, and I was like, man, that was the punky QB.
Rainey puts it up. That's an air ball long. Padaky with the rebound from Keystone. His outlet pass was knocked away and stolen by Rainey of Vermilion. He'll get it ahead into the forecourt for Oberlin, and the red team is Ty Locklear. Locklear into the lane, stripped by his teammate Andre Yarber. That's funny, two Oberlin guys going at it. You get all kinds of things like that in these all-star games, and Yarber with a rebound. Jared, I got to tell you, I thought Andre Yarber in the fourth quarter and overtime of that loss to Fairview put on as he missed the shot, and Roberts puts it up and in. But that's probably the memory I'm going to take away from this year's tournaments, was just the effort from Andre Yarber. After he turned his ankle and we thought he might be done, he willed his team back and got him into overtime. And Davis just makes the three. But to me, that might be the memory from the boys' side.
I couldn't agree more that the gutsy performance of Yarber was really impressive. And I don't think we have any idea how banged up he was at the second half of the season. You know, he just played through everything.
You know, Lorain made that half-court shot down at Copley. That's probably the play of the tournament. We just weren't there that night. But the layup by Locklear is up and in. It's funny. You know, it's night after night for a couple of weeks. We love doing it. DeMarco puts up the jumper, no good. And then once you let the dust settle, and maybe after a week or two, I don't know about you, Jared, but that's when the memories start to come in, and what did we see? And you just kind of try to go through your memory bank, and to me it was Yarber. Miller lays it up and in. Reese Miller with 8 points. And they're going to have a stoppage here. As you see, the blue team, for those of you who are watching this on WLCS TV 20. And again, thanks to Joe Bach for that. We're going to take a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout. 10:23 to go in the half. 29-26. It's Troy Difranco All-Star Night. And we'll be back right after this.
Looking for the fastest and most affordable way to...
First of all, I should say that assembled before you are the boys' high school basketball coaches here in the Lorain County area. And this is one of the most special group of men you would ever want to be connected with. They care about the kids, they're passionate about the game, they're fierce competitors, and they make up one of the best coaches associations as far as the state of Ohio is concerned, with the Lorain County Boys Basketball Coaches Association. So give all of these guys a great big round of applause. They do an unbelievable job. They do a great job. And of course, every year there is an inductee into the Lorain County Boys Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. And tonight's inductee is one who is one of the most richly deserving members of this unbelievable group. John Sally from Clearview High School began his coaching career in 1979. Yeah, give him a round of applause. John Sally has been associated with Lorain County basketball and Clearview his entire life. John was the starting point guard on Clearview's 1974 state championship team, coached by the legendary Bob Walsh. That was the beginning of a relationship between John Sally and Coach Walsh that lasted just shy of 50 years. John always talks about relationships that develop while he coached, and John has often cited his relationship with Coach Walsh as playing a major role in his successful career. As I mentioned, John began his coaching career in 1979. From 1979 to 89, Coach Sally coached football and basketball at the freshman, JV, and varsity levels at Clearview. He then became the boys' varsity head basketball coach during the 1990-91 season. John coached his teams to 3 district titles, 8 sectional titles, 14 conference championships, and during his career, Coach Sally amassed over 400 wins. John has been named Conference, County, and District Coach of the Year multiple times. Now, John was one of the most respected coaches not only here in Lorain County, but throughout the Northeast Ohio area. He had a reputation of being humble in victory and gracious in defeat. You would not know the success that John has had by simply talking to him. He is one of the most likable, compassionate, and John always put the Clearview players first. He was a true players coach. But make no mistake, John Sally was a fierce competitor. The players and coaches that John has impacted are far too many to list. John gives credit to his loving and supportive family. He has been married for over 40 years to his Clearview high school sweetheart, Tammy. They have 2 children, Chad and Jenny, and John is the proud papa to 3 grandchildren. And if I could say on a personal note, for the 4 decades that I covered high school basketball here in the Lorain County area, it really was my honor and privilege to get to know John, not only as a high school basketball coach, but for many, many years, he is a true personal friend of mine. Every word in this bio is 100% correct. And as I said earlier, there is nobody more deserving than Lorain County Boys Basketball Coaches Association newest Hall of Fame member, John Sally. So, John, just your thoughts on being named into this prestigious group of Hall of Fame members.
Well, I'm just honored and humbled. Thanks to the Clearview community for all those years that they allowed me to coach. And, you know, the guys behind me, now that I'm not coaching, I miss it like crazy, but I'm a fan of all theirs, you know, so I'm watching Avon Lake games, watching Elyria games, everybody else. So I appreciate everything. Some great people are on this list, including you, and it's a great honor, and I'm very thankful.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about that special relationship that you had with Coach Walsh. As I said, you were the starting point guard on that 74 state championship team, and then it all came full circle when Bob became your assistant coach at Clearview. But just talk about the impact and the relationship with Coach Walsh.
By the point of assistant coach, I had about 100 wins, and then he started sitting next to me, and they started piling up like crazy. But just an honor, a great man, a father figure, love him to death. Wouldn't be a coach without his influence, but just a great man, and I'm very thankful that I have a relationship with him.
Coach, congratulations, well deserved.
Thank you very much.
John Sally, he's the newest member of the Lorain County Boys Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame.
All right, there you hear it from Tim Alcorn and boy, John Sally, one of our good friends, Jared. And when you just think of John Sally, I think the first thing you think of is just good guy.
Class individual, 100% all the way, and he's imparted a lot of that onto future generations throughout the Lorain area and beyond in terms of where they go and where they find their lot in life after that. He's impacted so many, And it was really fun getting to know him a little bit better. He ended up helping us out for the preview show.
Right.
I think he's maybe thinking next year he might put the headset on a time or two.
Anytime he wants, he's welcome. And we'd love to have him. It's up to Coach. We've kind of told him that. Let us know when you're ready. So back to the ball game is, the ball game kind of is in the background tonight, Jared, because, you have Mr. Basketball, you have the awards that go to the different kids, you have that, interview with John Sally, and that's really what tonight's about. And the ball game's just kind of in the background to kind of piece it together.
And, the other thing that was pretty special about that, he referenced his relationship with Bob Walsh. And, Bob took a little bit of a tumble and had been in a little bit of rough shape recently. Bob got out here and walked on the floor. That was very impressive.
Yeah.
And just good to see.
Omar Palos just makes a three, and the red team has a 32-26 lead. Jack Keneally from EC with a two-hand flush. He dunks it, makes it 32-28. Aidan Gregory around Keneally, lays it up and in. And Mr. Basketball 2022, Aidan Gregory with 5. A long outlet, tried to get it to Bray. It went out of bounds, and it will stay with the blue team.
Miss Basketball, Abby Leiber earlier had a big game in the girls All-Star game. Aidan Gregory really going to get going here and contribute for his team here. Meanwhile, Jack Keneally said the dunk contest may have taken place at 6 o'clock, but it's going on right now in this ball game.
York with the basketball, got it in the fourth court. Fair in the corner for 3. Rimno, rebound, Jordan Corey, team blue out of Amherst. Long outlet for Keneally, and he'll flush it home. There's his third slam. He's got 6. And we're tied at 32 with 8.5 minutes to go. With the basketball, Omar Palos lost it, and it comes out of there, and with it is going to be Michael Hazard out of Midview. Hazard with the drive. Hazard reverse layup. No. And it comes out to York. York with the basketball. Jared, if you need to run to get a piece of our equipment, feel free. If you need to leave us, I get it. And with the basketball into the forecourt is George Gotsis out of Amherst. He's got 6. So with the basketball is Hazard. 8 minutes to go, 34-32. Three-pointer goes up. Hazard made it. Michael Hazard with 5, and it's 35-34 as the blue team, or the home team, takes a 1-point lead. And again, thanks to Joe Bach. We're in WLCS TV 20. We're honored that he's using our audio tonight for this from WEOL. We appreciate that. Love the relationship that we have with Joe. And George Fair puts a 3 up and in and gives his team a 2-point lead. Jordan Corey in the backcourt, long outlet, got it to Keneally. Keneally ahead, now he'll get it back and slam it again. Keneally with 8. We're tied at 37 with 7:20 to go in the first half. It's been a fun, competitive game. George Fair from Amherst, step back 3 over his teammate. Austin Bray missed it, and it'll go out of bounds. Again, that's the funny thing about this game is you got kids from the same high school playing on opposite teams. Into the forecourt. R.J. Schneider from North Ridgeville lays it up and in. Schneider with 6. His team leads 39-37, under 7 to go in the half. Palos on the drive. Palos put it up, no good. Rebound, Austin Bray. Bray for Jordan Corey. It's knocked away and out of bounds, and it will be, let's see, where's the basketball going? I think it's going to go to Team Blue. It will. Team Blue versus Team Red here. And with it, they're going to get it out to Jordan Corey. Corey for 3, got it. Jordan Corey. I'm guessing he's taking a shot or two on this gym floor with his dad being the athletic director at Lorain City Schools. Jordan goes to Amherst. Jordan gets the rebounds, got the basketball. Corey into the forecourt. Corey will get it to Austin Bray from Amherst. He'll put it up, in and out. Rebound ripped out of there by George Fair. Or Gotsis, I'm sorry. That's Gotsis of Amherst. Coast to coast lays it in. Gotsis with 8. 42-39. Blue team with a 3-point lead. Keneally waiting for his teammates. Found Hazard, laid it up and in. Michael Hazard with 7 off the nice assist from Keneally. And it's 44-39. The home team in blue with a 5-point lead. Aidan Gregory way outside off the rim, no. Bray ahead to Schneider, and the young man from North Ridgeville got it to Keneally. Keneally will slam it. Schneider thought Keneally was going to alley-oop, but they didn't. We weren't on the same page there. Keneally with 10 points on 5 dunks. Fair in the corner. Fair on the drive. Fair got it out to Aidan Gregory. A left baseline 3 is good. Aidan Gregory has 8. And it's 46-42 with 5 minutes to play. And it's knocked out of bounds. And we've got substitutions for each team coming out onto the floor. As we've got 5 minutes to go in the first half, 46-42. And it'll be Andre Yarber back into the game along with Christian Padaky. Ted DeMarco. Yarber puts up a 3. That's an air ball short. Andre Yarber from Oberlin gets it out to Jordan Daniels of Lorain. He'll take it. He'll miss it. Andre Yarber with a return is good. 48-42. 4:45 to go in the first half. Reese Miller with the basketball. Columbia got it to Cody Davis, his teammate from Columbia. Davis jacks the 3 and he hit it. Cody Davis with 6. 48-45, 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. In the corner, Jordan Daniels from Lorain High School. He'll get it. Back with the basketballs. Daniels put it up. That's an air ball short. Reese Miller, Columbia with a rebound. 4:10 to go in the half. 48-45. The home team in blue with a 3-point lead. And Reese Miller with the basketball. If he makes this, we're tied. He banked it in. Reese Miller with a long 3. He's got 11, and we are tied at 48 under 4 minutes to go in the half. I think each team might go over 100 tonight in this one the way they're going at it. Jayden Roberts with the basketball from Wellington. Roberts with a 4-footer. Back of the rim, no. Rebound, Ben Reaney, Vermillion. Red team with it. They can regain the lead. Reese Miller with it. Miller into the forecourt. 3:35 to go in the first half. Tied at 48. Spinning in, putting it up, no good, but we're going to get a foul on a couple of free throws. And shooting a couple of free throws for the red team, I believe that's Christian Padaky from Keystone. And he had a little chuckle out there as he was fouled on the play. Free throw was up and in. Second free throw is good. So Padaky with his first 2 points makes it 50-48. Young man out there on Team Blue that we don't have his number. See him out there, number 22, but I don't have a 22 in blue on my roster. Anyway, there's a steal. Reese Miller with the basketball. Miller is going to leave it for Rainey from Vermillion. He missed it, but we're going to foul, and he'll shoot a couple.
I'm going to say that's Jake Morgan.
Okay, from Keystone?
That's right.
Well, and that would make sense why they were teasing each other, because Morgan and Padaky were giving each other a hard time, and they're Keystone teammates.
I'll just solve some problems for you, see what I can come up with. And yeah, Jake Morgan's the guy. Speaking of problems, Joe Bach and I just shared a laugh. In between my jaunt up there and back, a notification, breaking news: Tom Brady out of retirement, coming back with the Bucs next year. So that lasted all of, what, 6 weeks? Not even.
What, he's sick of Giselle after 6 weeks?
I think that's all that happened, yeah.
Or is that the other way around? Who made the free throw? Was that somebody just made a couple of free throws for the red team? Not sure who, but anyway, they get 2 points. At the other end, Jordan Daniels scores.
She may have told him it was time to get out of the house.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. 52-50. Cody Davis drives in, puts it up, no. Rainey returns and scores.
That's where Ben Rainey goes to work at. Actually, he's usually on the gridiron at the quarterback position, but, those putbacks, back up for a score, that's big time for him. That's where he makes his living.
Roberts with the shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Rainey. He'll get it to Padaky. Padaky into the forecourt. Padaky out to Rainey, over to Cody Davis. Left side, 3 ball short. Rebound, Morgan. Jake Morgan, according to Jared Kozar. He'll take a 3. He'll make it. Now they'll tell us who he is. Unless our PA guy, he doesn't know either. He doesn't have it. The 3 ball goes up by Panicky. It's no good.
I think Dan Gunder's going to help him out. He said, I've seen enough of Jake Morgan to know.
There you go. It was Jake. That's great. It wasn't on his list either. 45 seconds to go in a half. Cody Davis with the basketball. Cody Davis it off his back foot. He'll go to the backcourt to get it. Got it to Reese Miller. Miller into the front court. Gets the basketball to Locklear. Locklear spinning in the lane. Puts it up. Glass rim. No. Rebound. Loose on the floor, and it's out of bounds to who? It'll stay with the red team. 54-53. The red team out in front. Waning seconds first half. Coming up at halftime. Cobos Insurance Center halftime show. Cody Davis, long 3. Got it! Cody Davis, he's launching him from way out there, Jared.
His range starts when he walks in the gym. Again, Cody is probably bracing up for a big baseball season. Certainly for Dan Durante, a valuable member of that Columbia baseball unit.
Jordan Daniels put it up from the volleyball line and missed it. We played one half of basketball. It's Team Red 57, Team Blue 53. Troy Difranco All-Star Night. We're live on AM 930, FM 100.3. Jared Kozar, we're online all the time.
At WEOL.com.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or the aircraft. It's something more. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside each and every Marine that answers a nation's call. Battles won.
Like Bruce just told you, this is the Cobos Insurance Center halftime show. Call your local Grange Independent agent, Cobos Insurance Center. Visit CobosINS.com. And joining us, the newest member of the Lorain County Boys Coaches of Basketball Association Hall of Fame, John Sally. And John, first off, congratulations, and I know it's got to be a proud day for you.
It is. Thank you very much, Rob. Just the current coaches and the people that are already in the Hall of Fame, I'm very humbled and honored to be a part of that.
You mentioned Clearview. It's such a tight-knit family community, I think, and you're such a big part of that. I know representing Clearview has to make you proud today.
It does. I grew up, going to Clearview basketball games. My parents were very involved, and so it's always been a part of my life. Then I go to college and I come back and get a teaching job there. So Clearview's definitely a part of my makeup, and I feel very fortunate to have been able to coach there all those years and to build the relationships that I have.
A lot of people that you were thanking as well earlier. I know this isn't just an award for you.
Oh, no doubt about it. You don't get, any type of awards in coaching without great players and support. The support staff is really important, and I've been blessed to have both. Good support staff and some awesome players down along the way.
Again, we're joined by the former head coach of the Clearview Clippers, John Sally, and John, how long did it take to get used to not coaching? After doing it for so long, you played there, you coached there, and now, you mentioned you get to watch other games, but how long does that take, that adjustment?
Oh, it's still adjusting, especially the practices. I miss the practices, and I've stayed away. I've kind of stayed away the last, year or 2 years really now. Hopefully try to get to some practices and get involved a little bit more in that part of it, but I definitely miss it, and after doing it all those years, it's definitely an adjustment.
And we'll keep talking with John, but now the ball game has come back on, and Team Red is leading Team Blue here, 57-53. And in the corner, Ryan York puts it up and in, and he's got 9 points, makes it 60-53. And John, what is it about practices that coaches just love? Coaches love practices. Kids want to play the games. Coaches love practice.
Yeah, I think it's the relationships. I really do. That's where you build your relationships with the kids. After practice, before practice, you talk about things not related to basketball, and you really get to know them and know what makes them tick, and you know what to stay away from. Each kid's different. And of course, we all have our strategies and our plays we want to put in and our defenses, and that's when it happens. So, of course I love competition in the games, but practices were an everyday thing, and that's the part that I miss the most.
Jordan Corey with the basketball, lays it up, no good. Jack Keneally with a return from EC, puts it up, in and out, no good. And Aidan Gregory, Mr. Basketball 2022 from Midview with a rebound. Gets it to Ryan York. Again, Rob Polinsky joined now by John Sally, who was a recipient of the Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame award for this year. Gotsis lays it up. He has 10. His team leads 64-53. We'll get back to Coach here momentarily. R.J. Snyder out of Ridgeville with 8, 64-55. And, John, just to have this All-Star night back, named for Troy Difranco All-Star Night, and have it back when we haven't had this in a couple of years due to COVID. What's this mean with the scholarship money and everything? It's a special night here.
Oh, it definitely is, and it gives these seniors one more year to, one more event to shine in, and their families get to see them and support them. That, every kid here, had a family that did sacrifices for them to succeed, and they realize it. But what a year in Lorain County. I think Elyria joining the conference, in nearby in the Southwest, and it's just been like I said, I follow every team now, and it's just been a real exciting year, and to cap it off with this All-Star game with a tribute to Troy is very special.
There they lob it for Aidan Gregory, and he'll have a two-hand flush and slam it home. Gregory with 10, and it's 70-57. R.J. Schneider for Team Blue out of North Ridgeville with it. He'll lob it for Keneally. Jack leaves it for Austin Bray off the back of the rim, no good, and Gregory will haul in the rebound. Baseball pass ahead to Ryan York, and from Avon Lake, he'll throw it up and in, and I think he made it from Avon Lake. That was way out there, Coach.
It sure was. Great range.
As a coach, you coached your son, and so you know what you're speaking of. Hazard for 3 from Midview missed it, but when you talk about that final chance to see him, and I'm sure you even remember that night.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, it's a special night, and like I said, the kids can have fun and display their talent. So it's all good on this Lorain County All-Star night.
Keneally with his 6th dunk. He's got 12 points, Coach, on 6 dunks. Those are high percentage shots.
Sure are. He can get up.
Boy, a long 3 off the back of the rim. Fair missed it. Offensive rebound. York, another one, and he hit another one.
He's feeling it.
In front of his bench, Ryan York with 15. You mentioned the year for Lorain County, Elyria joining the SWC, and albeit we didn't have a great tournament run, as Jordan Corey makes a reverse layup. No Lorain County teams even got to a district final, but to me, what I remember is just the competitiveness of night in, night out, having no idea who was going to win the games. I mean, there were so many just close games this year.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, you'd be surprised Saturday morning or Wednesday morning, whatever, you wake up and you say, oh, look at, they played a good game last night and got a nice win that maybe wasn't expected. And that speaks highly of the coaches and the competitiveness of the kids. Just to keep at it, and hopefully find those successes along the way. But you're right. There were a lot of, I don't know if you want to call them upsets, tight games. I listened to a lot of your games on the radio. Amherst had their share, didn't they?
Oh, they sure did. Jordan Daniels missed a long 3. Cody Davis one of the kids that's really fun to watch from Columbia, missed that. You know, and I thought, too, one of these, it was a year, John, where maybe teams that didn't have the greatest start, they got better. You know, I think of like a Wellington that really got better as the year went on. A Keystone got better as the year went on. It was kind of one of those types of years.
Right, you know, and that's what you want as a coach, and that's a tribute to the kids and the coaches to improve like that during the season.
You know, look at your team. You know, Clearview, I know they struggled, you know, record-wise, but they were much better in the second half of the year than they were early on.
No doubt about it. I mean, the second half they gave Keystone a great game over at our place, and even the tournament game, you know, they're right there. You think, kids want to just get it over with. No, they don't. You know, they want to compete every time out there, and our kids did, and Jason did a good job with them, and they're young. You know, their time will come.
Jayden Roberts for Wellington, one of my favorite players to watch in the county this year, misses the shot. And the rebound comes down to Ty Locklear for Oberlin. We've talked about it. Of course, that Clearview-Oberlin rivalry has been going on for years. And Oberlin with just a great year this year. Yarber for 3, missed it. And that was just a tremendous tournament game they had, John. I don't know if you had a chance to hear that one or watch it when they lost to Fairview in overtime down at Worcester.
Yes, definitely. Well-played game by both squads.
Davis, turnaround jumper, and he hit it. Cody Davis from Columbia. He's got 11. Well, John, I guess just kind of surmise what that award meant to you today. And you've gotten a lot of them over the years, but what doesn't, and I would think being able to shake hands with every single one of the head coaches here tonight was special for you.
It meant a lot to me. There's no doubt about that. And, you know, coaching's never been about me, but, you know, when you get into a Hall of Fame or a selected group like I did tonight, it's just a great honor, and I'm very humbled by it.
And I know for you to get that award for Tim, you guys have been personal friends for a long time. That had to add to it as well.
Exactly. It was great of him. I know how busy he is with his schedule, and I greatly appreciated him showing up tonight and doing the presentation.
Again, John, we just want to say congratulations. Well-deserved. Anytime you want to put on the headsets and help us out, you're welcome to it.
Okay, Rob. Thank you very much, and thanks for all that you guys do for Lorain County basketball. It's greatly appreciated.
Well, it's our pleasure. That's John Sally, the latest recipient for the Hall of Fame in the Lorain County Boys Coaches Basketball Association. And John comes up for a couple minutes to join us. Appreciate that. Reese Miller at the other end. He's going to lay it up and score. Reese Miller with the basket. And for Miller, he's got 13. And Cody Davis with the basketball. Davis put it up, no good. Andre Yarber with a return, gets it out to Jordan Daniels. Under 13 minutes to go in the game. Daniels lays it up and in. Daniels now with 9. Locklear with the basketball. Locklear is going to come in. He'll kick it out to Reese Miller. Miller puts it up. Back of the rim, no. Rebound, Ben Rainey Vermillion, and he scores, Jared.
Yep, Rob, I've got the headset back on. If you're looking for more help, it won't be any better than what John just gave you. It certainly won't be any more eloquent than what John was able to provide here either tonight. Again, I echo those sentiments. Anytime he's ready, so are we.
No doubt about it. And John's just one of those people you love being around. He makes everybody better, us included.
Well, it's really interesting. The reaction that John elicits on Twitter is pretty incredible. If you look throughout the evening, when you're looking through those scores at the end of the night, he sends a direct message usually to almost every coach and every program saying, "Hey, great win, keep up." And if it's a tough one, especially even with Clearview, there's a message of positive reinforcement about, you took a step tonight. You didn't win, but it's starting to come together in certain ways that you can't measure with wins and losses. And I think that the coaches really respect that. I'm sure they do. They all gathered to pay him homage today, and I think
that was the neatest thing of tonight. Well, watching every coach out there shake his hand along with his former head coach Bob Walsh. And that was really good stuff. Omar Palos from Elyria, top of the key 3. He drew the iron but missed it. And Austin Bray from Amherst will get the rebound as some of the fans start to head for the exits here. Troy Difranco All-Star night.
It's a school night.
That one gets knocked away out of bounds. It's a first this year that the girls and the boys All-Star game are on the same night. And people wonder why. Well, next weekend, the state boys basketball tournament is Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Dayton. They didn't want to have to come and do this after that. Didn't want to have to wait any longer, so they went ahead and did it tonight. I'm hoping that they just go ahead and combine and have all of them on the same night and put them in the same place. Just put them at the same day, same place, and have it one day for the boys and girls. Michael Hazard with a basket from Midview. Other end, Palos put it up, missed it. As Team Red's up 87-75 with 10:50 to go in the ball game. George Fair from Amherst with it. Cross court with it. Aidan Gregory with it. Now, Jared, I know you have a lot of pull in Lorain County. Maybe you can make that happen.
Well, yeah, you know, the list is long but prestigious, so we'll see what we can go with in terms of, you know, contacts and inroads to be made. But I don't know. I think we kind of floated that idea out there earlier, and people were receptive to it over at the girls' game this afternoon, so maybe it just takes a little bit more arm twisting on this end.
Keneally with it, puts it up, no good. And at the other end, George Gotsis comes out of there from Amherst. He finds Omar Palos from Elyria. Palos lets it fly, and he hits it. Omar Palos with 6. He's got 2 threes in this half, 90-75, 10 minutes to go in the ballgame. Jim Brabenick, Jeff Holzhauer, Patrick Bray are over there coaching the blue team as Corey lays it up and in, Jordan Corey. And we haven't had a chance to tell you about the coaches. And it looks like that's Larry Babbitt and his old buddy, Coach Josh Scharf over there for Columbia, right?
That's exactly the coaching makeup we got over there. They're good pals. You know, Larry has mentioned that several times, that he's always looking for that score the next day in the paper or listening to the wrap-up show to see if Josh gets on.
York tried to make a behind-the-back pass, got knocked back to him 2-on-1. They get it to Gotsis. He'll go to Fair. Fair back to Gotsis. Gotsis has Keneally on him, knows he can't shoot it over him. Gets it out to Fair for a corner 3, in and out. Rebound, Jordan Corey. The outlet, they get it to Austin Bray. Bray to Keneally, and he slammed it home. Keneally with 14, 90-79. We got a free throw. We're going to get a foul on it while they take this foul shot. Let's step aside for a 30-second break. We're back right after this.
Neighborhood Alliance.
Free throw. Now they're coming out to York. York will take a 3. He'll miss it. Team Red with the ball leading 90-80. 8:18 to go in the basketball game. Shot missed. Austin Bray comes it. Bray gets it ahead to R.J. Schneider of North Ridgeville. He'll slam it home. R.J. Schneider says, I should have been in the dunk contest. Timeout. That gets the crowd going. While they take a timeout, we'll step aside. 8:09 to go. It's 90-82. We're back after this. Reese Miller with the basketball. Miller from Columbia. Team Red, they've cut the lead to 90-84. Jared, this one's getting competitive. Andre Yarber with a steal. Yarber tried to go behind the back. It went out of bounds. It'll stay with Team Blue. They're down by 6.
It's getting competitive, and there's an individual rivalry-type matchup out there. You've got Yarber and Locklear going head-to-head with each other, 2 Oberlin guys in the backcourt. It's pretty funny to watch that. On the bench now, Keneally and Fair were having a little bit of jabbing at each other. This is more than just an all-star game.
Jordan Daniels put a 3 up, no good. Locklear with the basketball from Oberlin, stolen away. Their long outlet for Andre Yarber. Yarber off the backboard. Roberts has it. Roberts put it up, missed it. Rebound tipped up, and it's going to go out of bounds to who? It'll stay with Team Blue. Well, there is an example. In a normal game, Andre Yarber obviously just lays that in, but trying to put on a show for this crowd, put it off the backboard. One of his teammates couldn't make it. Jordan Daniels reverse layup, no good. York with the rebound from Avon Lake. And he'll get it ahead. Paddocky has it. Team Red lays it up and in. Christian Paddocky with 4 unofficially. 92-84, 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Jayden Roberts will slam it home as nobody's there defensively. Roberts with 16. 92-86, 6:20 to go. Locklear with it, guarded by Daniels. Locklear tried to get around, guarded by Yarber. Those are those two Oberlin players Jared just talked about. Daniels for 3 from Lorain, missed it. Roberts with a return is good. Boy, Jayden Roberts really having a big second half. He's got 18, 12 of them in the second half. It's 92-88. Team red by 4 with 6 minutes to go. Yarber went for a steal, but he threw it to York.
Really good to get introduced to Jayden Roberts in Lorain County this year in terms of his availability for Wellington.
Locklear for 3, no good. Reaney with the rebound for Vermillion, missed it outside to Reese Miller. He'll put it up, he'll miss it. Rebound Cody Davis, he'll put it up, he'll miss it. Rebound Ben Reaney, tried to save it, but he threw it to Andre Yarber for Team Blue in Oberlin. They're down 4. Yarber lets it fly, missed it. Rebound out of bounds, it'll go to red. Who knows? You think we're going to get a timeout in this one, Jared, if it gets any closer?
Well, that'll be up to Pat Bray and
we didn't see any in the girls' game at all. Cody Davis, a long 3, missed it. Rebound Jayden Roberts. He'll get it to Andre Yarber. Just over 5 minutes to play. Yarber lays it up. He missed it. And Cody Davis comes out of there, and Joe Bach wonders what's going on out there. Reese Miller for 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Back to
Can we
Yarber.
sneak in an ID?
Yarber puts it up. No. Rebound Roberts. It's good. We'll take an ID and be right back.
WEOL, Elyria, Lorain, Medina.
Cody Davis for 3, missed it. Offensive rebound. Reaney put it up. No good. Rebound tipped around. And Cody Davis ran it down for Columbia. It's a 2-point game with 4.5 minutes to go. The Lorain County All-Star game. Troy Difranco All-Star night. Live from Lorain, Rob and Jared here. Tim was with us earlier. Reverse layup is no good. We're going to get a couple of free throws, and shooting the free throws, Ted DeMarco, Lake Ridge Academy. This could tie the game. 92-90. Clock running, 4:10 to go. DeMarco will shoot 2. Yeah, I should have been smarter. Wasn't thinking there, Jared. Free throw up and in.
Yeah, you'll get there. We'll wait until the next broadcast, which won't happen until April.
They stopped the clock with 4 minutes. Free throw no good. And we're going to get a stoppage, and they're going to bring in new players. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back right after this.
WEOL Cage Matchup, available on the WEOL mobile app.
92-91, Team Blue with the ball, a chance to take the lead. They're down 1 with 3:38 to go. Corey, corner 3 for the lead, and he got it. Jordan Corey with 13. And Team Blue has come all the way back, and they lead it 94-92. Fair with the basketball in the lane, spins it up and scores. We're tied at 94. 3:18 to go. The seniors putting on a show. The final time most of these guys will ever play basketball other than a rec league. Michael Hazard from Midview and Jordan Corey with it. Corey put it up and he scored. Jordan Corey with 15. I think his dad let him shoot a couple of shots here over the years, Jared?
I think it was a requirement.
Austin Bray got the steal, gets it ahead to R.J. Schneider for North Ridgeville. His pass for Keneally. And Keneally tried to save it, but Omar Palos of Elyria has it. 2:45 to go. Aidan Gregory, Mr. Basketball 2022, driving in and he scores. Gregory with a dozen. We're tied at 96. We've got 2.5 minutes to play. Michael Hazard with the basketball. This is what you got to love at an all-star game. They had their fun. It's been very well played, and now they're going to get competitive. Each team wants to win as it gets down to the wire. Hazard with the basketball. Hazard from Midview. Hazard got around his man, put it up around the rim twice, no good. Rebound hauled in by Gotzes. Ahead to York. York lays it in. Ryan York with 17 from Avon Lake, and Team Red leads 98-96. R.J. Schneider, North of Ridgeville, Team Blue, put it up. No, but he's fouled. We'll take a timeout and be back with the free throws right after this.
R.J. Schneider into the line for treatment from North Ridgeville.
Schneider misses 2 from the line. At the other end, Fair lays it up and in. George Fair with 14. And it's 100-96. Somebody start the clock. They didn't restart the clock. No, there they go. It's under 2 minutes. Corey lays it up and in. Omar Palos with it, 100-98, under 2 minutes to play. Palos from Elyria. His team leads by 2. Palos over Jordan Corey. Got it. Omar Palos with 9.
Picking up where he left off in the regular season, Palos was a guy that could come in and fill it up from downtown.
Oh, yeah. Jordan Corey has it. He'll take a 3. That's off the backboard, no good. Team Red with a 5-point lead, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be their inbounds. And the long outlet, they get it for Gotsis. Gotsis to Palos. Palos tried to slam it, couldn't, but he got the rebound. He'll leave it for Fair. Fair lays it up, no good. Tip back by Gotsis is good. Gotsis with 16, 105-98. The inbounds pass stolen by Palos. A long 3, banked it in. Oh my, Omar Palos from way outside. It's a 10-point lead. Jared, we were just tied.
It had to be a 40-footer.
It really did. That was incredible. Jack Keneally with it. He'll get it to Jordan Corey. Top of the key, 3, got it. Jordan Corey with 20. And it's 108-101 with 42 seconds to play. Aidan Gregory into the front court. Gregory with a basketball. Gregory looking. Aidan Gregory goes to Omar Palos. Another one. Missed that one off the backboard. Omar couldn't leave good enough alone and have that crazy 3 be his last one. Austin Bray put it up and he hit it. Bray with 10. It's 108-104. 20 seconds to go. Are they going to foul? Fair with it. Fair into the forecourt. Fair. We will pass it. Keneally with the steal. 10 seconds to Corey. 4-point game. Corey with it. Corey, top of the key, 3. Got another one. Corey with 23. 3 seconds, 2. They're going to foul Palos. No, they don't call it. They don't call the foul. 108-107. They're going to let it go. So Team Red wins it. 108-107. We'll be back with the postgame show right after this timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for our MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce tonight's MVP of the 2022 Lorain County Boys All-Star. From the blue team, from Amherst, Jordan Corey. I'd like to thank everyone for attending tonight's game. Please drive safe.
And the post-game show is brought to you by EcoTree Services, roots that date back to 1964. EcoTree is owned by second-generation family arborists. Make them your complete tree care company. Here it was Team Red defeating Team Blue 108-107. They led at half 57-53. They were outscored in the second half 54-51 for a 108-107 game. Some of the highlights: Aidan Gregory named Mr. Basketball, and it was Coach John Sally who joined us earlier. He is the latest member of the Boys Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame, as we are here for the post-game show. Again, brought to you by EcoTree Services. We won't go through all the scoring, but let's go through some of the highlights. As on TV 20, you see Jordan Corey and his dad, Brian Corey, getting their pictures taken. I think George Corey is going to join that picture as well. That's great. 3 generations of Corey's there for that picture. So, tell you what, let's take this final time out, and then we're going to wrap it up. We'll give you all the scoring, wrap things up from Lorain right after this. You've been watching the Troy Difranco All-Star Night on WEOL AM 930, FM 100.3, Jared Online.
At WEOL.com.
Get pictures of Corey. Okay.
Difranco All-Star Night, and Jared, let's get into it. Jordan Corey is the MVP. Definitely want to touch on the Troy Difranco All-Star Night here, as they've made a change to the 2022 Gene Legeza Cage Classic. Let's just go through some of the guys in double figures. We don't have enough time. It would be next basketball season if we told you everybody that scored tonight. But leading the way, Austin Brave for Team Blue with 10. It was Jordan Corey who was named MVP with 23. Jack Keneally with EC had 14. I think they were all slam dunks. Jayden Roberts out of Wellington had 20. R.J. Schneider for North Ridgeville with 10. For the red team in double figures unofficially, George Fair, George Gotsis both with Amherst. Fair with 14, Gotsis with 16. Reese Miller out of Columbia with 13. It was Cody Davis from Columbia with 11. Omar Palos had 12 on 4 threes. Aidan Gregory, Mr. Basketball 2022 from Midview with 12. Ryan York out of Avon Lake with 17. And that was fun for me to see Ryan York. Jared, I had not seen him play this year. And, you know, you look back and Aidan Gregory named Mr. Basketball, and John Sally being, you know, into the Hall of Fame, but also Troy Difranco All-Star Night. And I thought we should end with that. What a cool thing for the Lorain County boys coaches. You heard Alan Januzzi talk about it yesterday on the Nick Abraham Saturday morning wrap-up show. Want to keep Troy's legacy alive, and one of the ways to do that was to rename this All-Star Night in honor of our former colleague and former Midview head coach and our friend Troy Difranco. I just think it's a great gesture.
It certainly is, and you know, Troy was involved with this event for many years, and I remember he getting inducted to the Hall of Fame one evening out when it was the Gene Legeza All-Star Classic over at Oberlin, and that being a very special night for Troy and his family. Now, again, he's cemented in that in the history of this event forever and ever. So, you know, great that transition happens and that it's now, you know, he's a part of it.
Jared, this officially ends our winter sports season. And just want to take a minute to thank you, thank all of our sponsors, everybody that makes it possible. 65 regular season and postseason games, plus these all-star games. It doesn't happen with a lot of hard work by a lot of people, thanks to you.
Well, and it's my pleasure. And again, like you said, all the guys that get us on the air, keep us on the air, back at Studio Control, you know, our guys on the side of this like Bull, Craig Couch, Rocco, we're able to just be able to be pretty versatile and have the ability to bring you a lot of things. Tim's come back and helped at times too, and it really shows. I think as things grow throughout the county, it's our responsibility to meet those challenges and bring it to everybody that's interested, because without them, there is no reason why we're doing this.
And we got to thank the guys back at Studio Control, David Sprouse, Mahesh Nankumar, Joey Nichols, all those guys that make it possible as well. But again, wanted to take a minute to thank you because of all your hard work behind the scenes that people don't realize your commitment, what you do to make this possible. So thank you.
Well, thank you.
And that's going to just about do it. Again, we've got baseball coming up for you right around the corner. Most radio stations, they don't do anything into the spring. They say, we'll just wait till football rolls around in the end of August, and then we'll get off our duffs and do something. WEOL will be out there this spring. April 5th, we've got boys baseball. It's Elyria and Avon. Of course, we've got softball as well. Baseball and softball, and it will begin in a couple of weeks, and we'll be proud to be the only station in the area that'll provide that for you. Until then, for Jared Kozar, David Sprouse, this is Rob Polinsky. Thanks again for listening to the Troy Difranco All-Star Night, a part of the WEOL All-Star Cage matchup. Tonight's game was brought to you by EcoTree Services, Cobos Insurance Center, Neighborhood Alliance, Gallant Tackus and Boisnel, Allen V. Januzzi CPA, your North Ridgeville Convenience, Sunoco, Parsons Insurance, and Lorain County Community College. For Jared Kozar and David Sprouse, this is Rob Polinsky saying, have a good night, everybody.